that camera right there is looking directly right at you. So if you want to talk to the audience, you can talk to that one, or you can talk to this one right here.
This one to this one?
Yeah, that one over there next to Chandler, that's like zoomed in on you.
This one?
No, this one right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to start up. What's up, everybody? So, of course, you know, it's your boy Fabian Navarro, man. We got another episode of 5 Spot, and we had to get the co-host going again, man. We got my boy Ricky right here. Came through doing the co-host work, man. How you doing today, bro?
Pretty good, brother. Yourself?
Doing good, man. I can't complain, bro. I am excited about this episode, man, because we got somebody special. She's been moving in the city for, you know, Lord knows how long, man. You know, she's very well known. She's always giving back. And I just love to see all the love that she does give back and all the love that she does receive, man. So big shout out and thank you so much again for giving us your time. But we want to welcome Mama E.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a big
no
deal,
problem.
man.
Yeah. We were just super excited. Me and Ricky got to talking. We're like, man, you know, who we gonna get? And then, of course, you know, he brought you up. I was like, bro, got to.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate the love.
Yeah, no doubt. So I do got to ask, how you doing today?
Man, I'm blessed. I mean, I have no complaints. I'm super excited. I just have to say, like, I'm super excited about this. I've never, like, done an actual podcast. I mean, we've done lives. I've done, you know, stuff like that. But
right.
The setup is legit. I just wanted to say.
That's love.
The setup is definitely legit. I really feel like I'm at, at a studio somewhere. I don't know. I'm important.
You are important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's legit. I like it. And, no, it's a really big deal. Thank you so much. I think that I've been watching. I've been keeping up with, you know, what you're doing, and it's definitely different and it's interesting. And I like how the different podcasts are super different. They go from, you know, it's not the same. It's definitely keeps your attention and stuff like that. And so I'm excited to be on here.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man. You know, thank you so much. Just, you know, even outside of here, giving your time to, you know, put your attention towards the podcast, seeing what it's about, you know, because that is kind of like how we are trying to do, just kind of keep things different, keep things interesting. It was a huge help whenever, you know, me and Ricky talked about, you know, hosting and co-hosting. So it just kind of brings up the energy.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I like it a lot. I like it. Yeah. I'm down, man. I'm excited. And I feel like it's a great move for you guys, you know?
Love to hear it. Yeah. Love it. So, we do want to. We're just gonna go ahead and dive into this.
Yeah.
Of course, we gotta know. We want to know more who Mama E is, who you are, and you know your backstory to how you became who you are now. You know, and
how back do you want to go? I mean,
as far back as you want to go.
Okay.
So the one thing that we do try to do, you know, we try to keep it.
Yeah, keep it real,
honest,
keep it raw,
raw as can be.
Yeah, know? I don't know how to do anything else but keep it real. Mask off all the time.
There we go.
Mask off all the time.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, you know, to anybody who's watching, if you're easily offended or you're get ready because you're gonna be offended. You know. Sometimes truth offends people, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not here because I care, and I'm saying that respectfully, you know.
Yeah.
I just don't care what people think.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't actually live in truth or tell the truth, you know.
Right. Right.
Because they're either ashamed, they're intimidated, they care about what people think, and you just can't live your life like that. And so, if we're gonna do it, let's do it.
That's
Balls
dope.
to the wall. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. And one thing that you just said right there too is that. And we talked about this on the few episodes as well, is that's what the world needs. You know, right now it's just being real, being truthful. You know, we could sit right here, be who we are, and that's what people gravitate towards too, because they're not used to seeing that. People just being real, not can't.
Before we dive in, though, I want to give Mommy a shout out for the what is it, charcuterie?
Y'all already know,
bro.
Y'all already know. I came. Y'all know I came with snacks and gifts. I was like, well, when they invited me, I was like. You know, that's going to be cool. And so I asked Ricky, I was like, what's it like or what's the setting like? He was like, just really chill. And I was like, are we going to eat? Y'all know I'm
Yeah.
like, are we gonna have
Yeah,
snacks? Like, two skinny dudes and me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, what do we do? Like, do you drink water at least? Whatever. And he's like, no, we can do whatever you want. And so I'm like, yeah, we definitely gotta. I'm definitely not coming empty-handed, and we gotta bring snacks. So I did them a nice, I wanted to do something, nice. The setup is nice. This is nice. We got some amazing sparkling water that I really like, and then this beautiful charcuterie that I put them on. Have y'all ever ate that before? Have y'all ever had one of these before?
No, I mean, I've like.
Do you feel fancy? Do you feel fancy
right now? Yeah,
I knew you did. I know you did.
I've ate one of these, but I think what you got on here is all brand new to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got you see me asking questions like, what is this? What
Yeah.
is this? And
Yeah.
you had to answer to everything.
I had to
Yeah.
ask what this was right here. It looked super good.
Yeah.
But I was like, what am I about to get myself into?
Yeah.
You know?
So see, this is really cool. This is like, I like stuff like this. It's very, y'all know I'm a foodie, man. But if you think about things, I'm always looking at things in depth and whatever. But like, this is a great conversation starter. It's a great, it's a risk taker. This is like, this is not your, what would the word be? Like, this isn't your
normal.
You're normal, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't even know what you're getting right now, but it's like little explosions in your mouth. You got sweet, salty, savory. You're like, wow, what was this? Little meat wheel, what?
Yeah, I
That's
caught
honestly
myself
true.
eating a pepperoni with the pretzel. I said,
Yeah,
"Whoa,
okay.
I ain't never done that before.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be different, yeah.
That's
and
what
so
it
I
is.
put y'all on. Y'all welcome.
Yeah,
Y'all will
appreciate
never,
you.
yeah.
Shout
now,
out Mama
Now
E
they're bougie.
already.
Now these dudes are bougie.
We might have to take a middle of the pod nap break after.
Yeah. But hold up. So I did that. So the charcuterie has everything. So you can snack on everything. It has fruit, cheeses, crackers, different kind of cheeses, jams, jellies, honey, nuts. I mean, everything it has on here. But I also brought with me, I don't know if they can see those or not, but these are some gourmet cookies that I got off of Marissa Chumacero, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're fire. I'm gonna tell you right now. There's one chocolate chip one left.
One chocolate. How many were before?
Those things will get taken home.
I hope y'all forget about them.
No, first of all, y'all gonna have one each. That's what we're doing. Okay. What? But I will tell you, there's a banana pudding cookie.
Yeah.
Banana
Fire?
pudding cookie. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'd fight her husband for her. I ain't lying. Like,
Okay,
it's
so who did these come from again?
Marissa.
Shout out Marissa, man.
Wait, let me make sure, because I don't want to be giving somebody else sweet and savory hideout something. Hold on. Let me just go look, okay?
I'm diving in.
Yeah. It is Marissa. I'm almost 100% sure. Yeah. Say that again.
Pudding cookie.
Banana pudding. Hold on. It's a banana pudding cookie. And when you touch it, it's like a fluffy air pocket, it feels like.
Oh.
And then it's fluffy. It's almost like bread-ish, kind of. And then when you open it, it's pillowy, dreamy, you're in the clouds, soft. And when you taste it, it has the banana right there. It has vanilla wafers right there. But it's so soft and delicate and decadent at the same time. It's layer after layer after layer of love, and just, it's so good. And then
I'm sold. I'm
Yeah,
sold.
the way you described that,
yeah.
we need more sponsors from people.
I low key could have done like almost like a food porn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like once you bite into the soft,
Taste the savory.
buttery.
Yeah, I think we
flaky
just need to cut
cookie.
the lights and give you the cookies.
Yeah. Let me go to town.
Hey, yeah.
Let me go to
Cut
town.
the podcast, cut the lights, and just sit there and sit there in a bra and eat cookies.
Yeah. Wow, bro, I bet you I could go viral, bro.
I'm telling you.
Hey, would you mind
bro.
recording me? Would you mind? Would you do that?
I don't mind.
You're
Let's
up
do
for it? All
Yeah,
right, we
of
should do
course.
like, yeah. Hi, welcome
To the cookie
to-
monster.
Yeah.
To the
Hi,
cookie
welcome
monster.
to the savory. No, hi, welcome to the sweet spot with Mama E. Oh, you like that, huh? You like that. Yeah. So another
Charlie's
one.
liking it too.
So Chad, I saw him over there. His little ears were going back. I saw him. It's all good, Chad.
He turned his headphones up.
So we have the banana pudding cookie. She has a strawberry white chocolate. Almost tastes like a strawberry shortcake-ish, you know?
Okay.
A crispy edge chocolate chip cookie. That's why there's only one. Seriously.
Yeah.
Crispy
Those
edge.
went in. And then a Biscoff cookie with Biscoff cookie butter filled center. Yeah, they were fire.
That's hard.
I
Yeah.
bought $60 worth last night. I'm not even gonna lie. Like
And you're sharing it with us. That's
yeah,
love.
yeah.
You know
it
what?
is.
You know what's love is like no matter how much like you do for everybody in the city, you always give love back, and I think that's why you receive a lot of love. And
Yeah,
I want to bring that up,
absolutely.
you know, and that's blessings. You know, like you tell me, we talk on the phone, you know, like you blessed and you get blessed tenfold,
Yeah.
and that goes with food, with tithing,
Everything. I mean, just when you're, I'll say like this is how I really feel. Like, we'll start like just saying like that, you know, like just encouraging other people and promoting or just like buying from them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what we're supposed to do.
Right.
Like when you're not a hater,
Yeah.
you're a congratulator. That's what you do. When you're not a hater and you're not in competition with people, you lift people up. And so if people aren't lifting you up or they're not encouraging you or they're not pushing you or what is it called? Give me the name. Like, supporting you in your
promoting,
business.
yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
buying from you. They're a hater.
Yeah.
They're a
Absolutely.
hater. You can pick them out easy. Do you know? Like I have family members that never.
Yeah.
They never share my stuff. They never no. Hater, friend, same thing. You
You
can
like that.
strangers. Support me a lot. And so I feel like just for myself because I'm not that. I'm not in competition with anyone. Never have been. Never will be. There's nothing to compete in.
Right.
What's for me, God has for me. Doesn't matter if you're going ahead of me or behind me because there's a plan for me.
Right.
And when
That's
people
dope.
get that mindset and understand what's for you is already for you. It doesn't matter who's running circles around you and who's lagging behind you. Like what's for you is for you. And so I don't know. I'm not into competitions,
That's deep too. And like what I noticed too is like when you're not a hater, that like you elevate so much more on what you do. You just focus on
Man.
what's in front of you.
Being a hater is heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
heavy, bro. Now, I'm not perfect. So back in the day, I'm older and I'm a lot more mature now. And back in the day, I had my fair share, And so it's so much heavier. It's a miserable place to be in. You're always looking, to see who you're so worried about whatever other people are doing,
Right.
And then you're missing out on doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then
It's like you're sabotaging yourself.
yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Right.
Self-sabotage because you're hating and you're so envious and jealous and you're keeping up with them that you're literally last place, bro.
You forget
Right.
to fill your plate up because you're looking at somebody else's
Yeah.
plate.
Exactly. That's like how you said it. Last place. That's a last place mindset.
Yeah.
Last place mindset.
Bro,
So
beautiful.
I just have there's not a bone in my body that has any competitiveness or hate. Even with my hustle is food trucks and food. I don't care that there's a million other food trucks in Hobbs now.
Right.
Now in the past, people have thought oh, she's not gonna help and woo woo woo. Because when I first started the food trucks, believe me, no one helped me. No one ever gave me advice. It was super hard, And I just said I would never do that to somebody else. I think people are intimidated to come and ask me because they may think that they may already assume, But I've helped plenty of people with food trucks. I helped them promote. I even did that tour, before like the food truck tour.
Yeah.
When I think I don't know if it was like right after COVID, I don't remember, but just kind of, like ride my coattail. I've already done that. I can show you what has worked for me or try to help you find your own, what fits for you or whatever. But yeah, I'm definitely not a hater. I'm a lot of things, man, but a hater is not one.
That's dope. That's love. Yeah. And
Yeah.
you said that you matured. So at one point in your life, you could say that you were.
Oh yeah.
you
I
had
was
that
a whole lot of
mindset.
everything. I mean, if we just start a little bit, like I'll take you back. I came from, a good family.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this: I came from a family that already had a label, maybe. I came from a family that, how can I say this and not sound messed up to my family?
They were
There's a
judged.
a stamp already.
Well, yeah, they were judged, of course, but their lifestyle was different. My grandpa, which is my dad's dad, he's in the drug lord's book.
Okay.
So he
Okay.
was one of the first pioneers to bring dope on donkeys.
He started it.
I mean, he was
basically.
one of. He wasn't the main one, but
Right,
he was
right.
one of. Yeah, he,
in this
yeah,
area, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah. And so
On donkeys.
that's on donkeys, bro.
That says a lot, bro. That's not far
Dope
back it
on
goes.
donkeys.
Dope on donkeys.
Yeah.
The
Donkey
DDs.
dope.
The donkey dope.
Donkey dopers, the dopers of donkeys. Yeah. And so, growing up, we didn't grow up how most white American, or, I mean, I don't want to sound racist, but leave it to beavery.
Yeah.
We definitely didn't
White
grow up
picket
like that.
fence.
Yeah, we didn't.
Right.
We didn't
Right.
grow up like that. We knew, I mean, I saw a lot of things, Now, my dad was a great dad, I probably won't tap into that all now, but I'll give you a little sauce on a little tea. On my dad's side of the family, the men were all, I think almost all, mujeriegos and how do you say that in English? Womanizers.
Okay.
Mhm.
They all had hoes, man.
Yeah.
The Miranda men.
They,
They got it.
they all had wives though too.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Hoes. They had wives.
But they
We're all
have the
married.
sides.
Oh, a lot of sides. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they were known for that. And so that I'm in telling so you can know some of my story.
Right.
So you can know what I came from.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's side of the family was a little bit different, my dad's family kind of like were just most of them like just didn't care. And my mom's side of the family, it was my grandma on my mom's side was more like, don't do that kind of thing. What are people going to think?
Right,
okay.
More, hush, hush.
More cautious about things.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Keep things low key. Like you don't go and tell your business.
yeah.
And my dad's side of the family was like,
Who cares?
screw them.
Yeah.
Like this is what it is,
Yeah.
And it was there was balance, basically. I guess you could say.
I was about to say because so you got so much left and there's so much right. Did you have to like?
Now it
kinda
wasn't that my
find
mom's family was like better.
Right.
They
but-
just were more undercover.
Right.
There was hoes too. They
right,
just were
right.
undercover hoes.
Yeah. They didn't let it be
And my
known as
dad's
much.
side, they were like, turn out. They didn't care. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. And so being raised, I was raised in a 2-parent household until my dad passed away. And actually, before he passed away, I'm gonna say 10 months before he died, my mom caught him again with a mistress, and she actually took us. This is crazy. It was pouring rain one night. Pouring rain, and my mom got a phone call. She was ironing clothes. Now my dad had his own. He was a mason, like he did masonry work.
Bricklayer, right?
Yeah, he did all that, and so he would always like be gone, and he sold dope. I mean, just the truth.
Right.
And so, at that time, it was weed. Weed was big, back in the 80s, you know. And so, he would be gone all the time. It wasn't like nothing different, that he wouldn't be there late at night. And my mom got this call. We didn't know. Me and my brother Mark were. My brother Tommy had already moved out, but she said, "Come on, y'all need to go with me. We need to go somewhere." We didn't know where we were going. She pulled up on him at his hoe's house. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. And my mom was trying to whoop that girl's ass, and my dad was trying to leave. He saw us, and he was just trying to flee. He was trying to go.
He was never there.
He was never there. And my dad was bald headed. And my mom got in there, was scratching, took out his hat and scratching his head, hitting him, and it was wild, man. And
The whole episode.
yeah,
right
it was traumatizing. I still remember I was crying. I was probably around 9 years old, and
Wow.
it was traumatic. I still remember my mom hanging onto his truck because he was hauling butt. She was hanging onto the rear view mirror, like the
Oh yeah.
the side mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing.
And he was
there's-
going, and my brother Mark's yelling, and he's telling that lady off, and it was insane, man. And they never got back together. My mom, she had already caught him cheating, like past prior or whatever. And she wanted him back. She was just being prideful and trying to, grab her nuts and say like
Right.
enough was enough.
This is
And
it.
he moved to they had a ranch. My uncle had a ranch. Horse's dad.
Oh, okay.
They had a ranch, and he had a little pop-up trailer out there, and he still was being with that female or whatever. And my mom went out there, her and my Aunt Nora, which is in my family. So 2 sisters married 2 brothers. So my dad and his brother actually married my mom and her sister. Does that make sense?
Wow, yeah.
So mine and Ricky's dad, we're double cousins. We're related from our moms and our dads.
Really?
Yeah, because our moms are sisters and our dads were brothers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy. So we grew up that's why he calls me Auntie Emily, because we didn't grow up like cousins.
Right.
We literally grew up calling each other like brother or sister, and their kids, same thing. Anyway, his mom, Ricky's grandma, she was the fighter of the family. My mom and them didn't throw hands like that. This lady, yeah, she beat up all the bitches. She still does to this day. She beat up all the bitches.
Yeah.
And even her son's wives, if needed be.
Yeah, she was the
Like,
one who called.
she was throwing hands.
She was the one who
dog.
called them.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
That's
And so,
crazy.
she. So, anyways, moving along, that gives you the vibe of like, my home though was my dad was. I was the only girl. I was the baby of the family, the only girl. And my dad called me his reina, and he just had me on a pedestal. There was no touching me. I was great. I mean, there was no, you couldn't yell at me. Like, he just
You didn't do nothing wrong.
Nothing. He bought me everything I wanted. Spoiled, just rotten, bro. Just my brother Mark would look at me crazy or tell me, and I go, them ugly, just like you want to pop them.
Yeah.
That was me.
And you were the baby.
And I was a baby and the only girl. My mom did not like me, bro. And I slept with them. I didn't care.
Yeah.
My dad would scoop my mom away, like it was like that. It was yeah. And they were separated for 10 months, and then my dad had something going on. I don't remember. He would still send us money. He never stopped being my dad. He never stopped providing. Never. Even when he was gone those 10 months, he would meet my brother and he would give him rolls of money like that, stacks. My mom didn't want him at the house, but he would always, he always provided for us. And he would take me to at that time it was Western Auto, and he would take me to the stores and he'd buy me whatever I wanted. He would give me money so me and my friends could go to the store and buy all the candies that I wanted. I've always been like a chubby chick. Right. I'm just over chubby now, but you know what I'm saying? I was always a big girl.
Right.
And unfortunately, in them 10 months that he was gone, he got sick somehow. My mom took really good care of him, but I don't know what happened anyways. And my uncle, which is Ricky's grandpa, took him to the hospital, and they had to do surgery, and he died in surgery.
Oh, wow.
And so he passed away when I was 10.
Wow.
And that was trauma and drama. I'm talking about like novela. Crazy. At his funeral.
Yeah, really?
Oh, it was. So that in itself, my mom had been married to him, I think, 27 years. First boyfriend, first kiss, first everything. Never was with another man, nothing.
Really?
So you can imagine whenever he passed away, she was just broken, right?
Devastated.
But at his funeral, I still remember like yesterday, because it was so much trauma. His rosary was at Griffin, right? And that, that room that you go in over there, and the casket's right over there. So I'm in the front on this side. My dad's mom, my grandma, my abuelita, is on this side with his sisters. And on this side is my mom, me and my brothers, and I don't know who else was there. But anyways, my dad's in the casket, and he has his cowboy hat on right here, and he's like laying down dead, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's old in there, right? And there's a lady that comes, like it's all quiet. There's a lady that comes in, and cops were all around and stuff because they knew what, my family was, whatever. They were checking on my other uncles. It was crazy. It was literally like it was almost like real mafia-y.
Like a drug lord died, I guess.
It was weird.
Sense, right?
Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah. And my uncles were like Rick's grandpa. When I'm talking about like snakeskin, alligator, belts, hats, matched.
Right.
From head to toe, like straight up like Mexico, but like top tier stuff, you could tell it was money.
Yeah.
So many people were there with their shades, and I still remember like the cop shades,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
And
got
it
a
was
pair
like,
of those.
and it was like, yeah. And so it was like that. That was the vibe, you know? And people were standing at the door. My mom had told one of his brothers, make sure she doesn't come in if her family tries to come in, but his mistress.
Right.
Well, I don't know what happened, but she came in, bro.
Oh, she got in.
Uh-oh.
So I see, I'm little, I'm,
There
10
goes
years
Nora.
old. So I'm 10 years old, and you see, check this out. My dad, he had a hose and he had money.
Yeah.
And he bought them, and so there's this lady, and she comes in, and I still remember her hair's like dark, and it's like right here. It's like big, like feathery hair, And she has on a fur little coat, real fur, okay,
Yeah.
or mink or whatever back in the days. And my mom tells my brother something like, that's her. So my brother Tommy, who's not the fighter of my family, there's 3 of us, Tommy, Mark, and me. And he's definitely like just not, he's so not confrontational. And he's like, he stands up and he tells her, get out, you need to leave. And I mean, it's so quiet in there, right? Like people are like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can
It's
hear.
a funeral, right.
Yeah.
No, but you can. And she turns around, and back then I don't think there was waterproof mascara. And it's like movie, like the Joker, but kind of scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she turns around and she's like, "Let him rest in peace. Let him rest." And all of a sudden, you just hear like a doo, 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 like a horse or like a bull, and doo, 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 doo. You hear like literally feet, bah, 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 bah. And it's my Aunt Nora, which is his grandma.
Yeah, I knew she was coming.
And got her by the jacket, one hand, by the hair, by the other one, and bop, 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 beating her ass.
Right inside.
Beating her ass.
Crazy.
Dad's casket's moving. It's crazy, bro.
Your dad probably, after the fight was over, he probably had the hat on.
Yeah. It was crazy, bro.
The hat was covering his face.
Yeah. Like, damn, these hoes. And I literally just hit the floor.
Yeah.
And I was in fear, Then my grandma, which is his mom, my abuelita, she starts hyperventilating, can't breathe. She's passing out. Gotta call 911. So the first experience I ever had with death was the most traumatizing one in my life. I mean, it's funny now,
Right.
but going back and thinking about it, it was the worst moment
Especially
for the first
being
time
such a
in my
young
life.
age,
And
too.
I was the daddy's girl. I was everything. I already couldn't understand the death part,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Like they picked me up to go like kiss him on the cheek. He's hard, cold.
Yeah.
That's weird. Don't ever do that to your people. Like don't make them kiss people in caskets and
Yeah,
or go
yeah.
look at them if they don't want to. It's so weird.
Damn, that's
And
crazy.
so
yeah.
it was horrible, man. And that was my first that I can remember, like super trauma.
So speaking on that, like, the family that, we come from the same family as far as hustling and drugs and all that. Did seeing that, because what you do now is a hustle, hustling food.
Yeah.
But, that wasn't your first hustle. So seeing that coming from that type of family, did that instill like a hustle in you, or was that just, did you do that yourself? Like, so after that, I know, like, you grew up as a teenager and you got some stories there. Like the hustling started before Mama E's food truck.
Oh yeah, I was 14. Moving forward, I had also been molested for a few years, and then I was 14 years old, and my brother Mark smoked weed, and I think he may have sold weed too. But I stole his weed. I stole it.
Okay. At 14.
14, yeah.
Okay.
And I was selling it. I was selling the joints.
So that's when you started your
It was
hustle.
Reggie. It wasn't like this kind of now this.
Yeah,
weed.
it's seeds and
But it was
stems.
but it was good, man. It was good weed.
Yeah.
It was honest weed, I guess. I don't know. It was
the pure stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I started selling weed. My mom, she worked after, that. She just worked, and we were raising us. Things changed in our home.
Right.
Now you got a single mom,
Yeah.
Struggle was real. And so I wanted more. So weird. And so I was like, well,
Do you think kind of sparked something up in you a little bit?
so I just hated,
Hated not having.
I hated that feeling, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, my mom did her best. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
It's not like I never had new clothes, but I didn't have a lot.
Right.
You
Right.
know, and I just hate that feeling of my mom saying I can't right now or, whatever. And I don't know, I wanted more. And so I did whatever I could at that moment. I didn't know I was hustling at that time. I was just being sneaky and devious and stealing my brother's supply,
Right. So,
and then, go ahead.
I was just saying, so that was the start of the hustle, and did
Yeah.
that hustle evolve into other hustles?
Yeah, so moving forward, I got with my husband at 16.
Uh-huh.
I can go into that or I cannot because that's a drama within itself. Lord Jesus.
Really?
That's,
Oh yeah, but
there's stories,
we're gonna
bro.
save Uncle Chapo today.
yeah, let's go
That's
ahead.
my
Yeah, 'cause
guy.
there's-
That's my
there's-
guy.
So y'all, since 16, you've been with them.
Yeah,
That's a long
Yeah.
time. I see you.
but I mean 16 and I'll just go really, really fast, but I'm saying 16 and stabbed him 16 and knocked me out a few times. Dragged me, choked me till I
got
couldn't
some
breathe.
History like that.
I ran over him.
Wow.
Oh, I beat up at least 12 hoes.
Yeah.
That dude had I don't even know how that little short mess can have some hoes. But he had hoes, bro. And y'all know who y'all are.
Yeah. There was.
Oh, yeah. And I was always a fighter. Like, I got
Yeah.
bullied 6th grade. Real quick, I said this story one time. One of my friends, rest in peace, Ruby Gonzalez. She was there, 6th grade, and I always got bullied because I was fat. I was big,
Right.
And I don't take offense to the word fat, and so you shouldn't either. If you take offense, then get skinny. So, I was fat. I was bigger than everybody else, right?
Right.
And so this white boy, man, he had red hair, orange red hair, and it was like a bowl cut, and he had freckles everywhere, right?
Right.
And I think it's because he was bullied.
So he needed
That's
somebody
usually
to
how it
bully.
goes. Yeah.
He found somebody he could bully, and it was me. And he always talked about being fat. He would move my chair. He would just say, like, "You're gonna eat that. You're gonna eat it all, aren't you?" Like, he just always said something, and I was just always like, "Shut up! Like, you're ugly. Like, shut up." I'm in 6th grade. I'm like, what, 12 years old?
So
Yeah,
he was like
12.
your typical bully.
Oh, he was a
straight up.
bully,
Yeah.
and he didn't stop.
Redhead with freckles. That's a movie bully.
There you go.
Yeah.
You
You know
what
that
I
one
mean?
little boy? What was that movie? That one
Dennis
little
the
boy.
Mint. No.
No. And he laughs ugly too. And he has like a little gap tooth, and he's
Max-
ugly little red.
Max Keeble. That's what reminds me.
Or is it like
because there's
Toy
a bully
Story?
on that one, and he had red hair, and he had,
Yeah, he was
like,
just a bully, bro. And his name was Jason.
Huh.
And he had big old lips. And anyways, he would just bully me, and everybody would laugh. And this one time, I was walking to go sharpen my pencil, and it was quiet. It was testing. I sharpened my pencil, and I was moving back. He goes, "Pooh, pooh," every time my feet would move. So then I was like, "Oh my!" I mean, I'm like, I can't believe, like so I stopped walking. So he's just watching me, and now everybody's looking. So then I take 4 more steps. And then I start going faster. He's like, I mean, he's just like going. His freaking sound effects was perfect. Then I sit down. He's all,
Bro, that boy, he was trying
Funny,
to get
right?
creative. Yeah, he was
Yeah, I
trying
would
to
have
get
laughed. If I
creative.
was in your class, I would have laughed.
no, they all were laughing. Even my friends that were supposed to be my friends were laughing.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And
he was
so,
just a clever dude, kind of.
yeah, he was
talking
just,
shit.
yeah.
So
he
did
was,
you end up having to?
He was an asshole.
Did you have
Anyways,
to take care of that?
so recess, we're outside, and he comes up to me. He says something else, and at this time, I don't know what this certain day. I had never fought a day in my life. This certain day, I hated life. Nobody could tell me. I was just pissed, and he told me something, and he was my height. He wasn't even big, and he got in my face, and I said, "Jason, you better get away, or I'm gonna beat you up." And he was like, "What are you gonna do? Eat me, fat girl?" And everybody's like, whatever. And it was like a movie-ish. It was like everything just, and I could just see them going,
That's crazy. Slow motion.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm
bro.
saying? It literally just like flicks. It twisted something in me, and I could just hear, "Fat girl." It was like, and I just, as with everything that I'm left-handed, with everything I had, I hit him as hard as I could in his right here. poof, and he fell.
Dropped him.
Dropped him. The one hitter quitter, baby.
Yeah.
I'm known for that one. And so I dropped Jason, man, and the teachers came and I got suspended. And I was in so much trouble, and my mom was livid. And from there started the anger journey for me. And then I became the bully's bully. 7th grade, I beat up some people. 8th grade, I just was fighting all the time. I was always fighting. They were always calling my mom. It was like, then people were scared to call me fat now. Say something else. Call me fat. You can say whatever you want, but you're not going to, So then I became the bully's bully. And other little girls or whoever, I took them under my wing.
You're protecting them.
Yeah, I say they won't say that around me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wasn't mean. I had a heart for people, but I was mean because they made me be mean, kind of. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like that's how you felt like you could be.
Well, nobody stuck up for me, bro.
Right.
I had guy friends that were taller and could beat them up. Had girlfriends, we could have jumped them. They laughed. Nobody helped me, you know?
Yeah.
And so it made me like just mean, I guess what you can say. What they would say was mean. And so why did I get into that? Where were we going with that when I said?
We were talking about you were fighting your husband.
Yeah. And so I fought girls. Like I just grew up just fighting and drama and hating and just bitter and just thinking that was part of life. I knew no peace. And when I was probably, I'm going to say around 14-ish, was my first, or 13, was my first anxiety attack. Because I suffered from severe panic and anxiety. And so that brought on so much fear. I probably had anxiety earlier on too. I just didn't know it was anxiety. Does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah.
And so at 16, when I got with Chapel, or maybe 15, I'm not exactly sure, I started going to guidance center, getting counseling because I thought I was losing my mind and I was tripping. And the first thing they did was give me pills. Of course, with my mom's consent. It was Paxil. I think maybe I was 16. I don't remember. But they put me on a very low dosage of Paxil. And so just keep up because there's a lot in between,
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's when I first started taking pills, I think at that age. And then I just had all this trauma with Chapo. I got pregnant with him 3 years after I was with him. So at 19, I got pregnant. Let me see. I'm trying to see where we went. He was I never hardly fought him very much because he was stronger than me. And he really beat my ass a lot. It became very, very abusive.
Right.
And he was always gone. He got introduced. He was already an alcoholic at a very young age. Like at 18, he was already alcoholic. And then one of my family members introduced him to cocaine.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so he became, I wouldn't so much say at that time that I thought he was addicted, like he was a coke head or a coke addict. He just did it occasionally when he drank or when he drank too much to sober up. I don't know. I've never done cocaine, so I guess that's how it works.
Right.
And then he became very much, every time he drank, he did dabs.
Abusive or
Yeah.
It became like regular now.
Yeah. He, every time he drank, and now it was like he popped open, they went hand in hand together like peanut butter and jelly.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, just like when he popped open a beer, he knew I'm finna hit this little bump.
And then he was always drinking, so shit was always happening.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure you get into that mindset to where you drink and you don't give a fuck if you got a family at home.
Yeah.
And
that
that's
was him.
when.
That was him. And so we did that for 12 years. He was that person for 12 years. And I did my best to I wasn't the drama. I never called the cops on him. Only one time when he stole my son, with our son, and I called the cops and he had literally choked me out until I passed out and couldn't breathe. And I woke up and my son was gone and I called 911. They found him on Levington Highway, driving. He was going to Portales back home with his mom, and I just as long as he brings my kid back. So he comes back and he's like, okay, the cop's like, what's going on? Did he hit you? And I'm like, nope. Literally his handprints are on my neck. And I'm like, nope. I never told on him anything and he knew, just don't mess with my kid. Leave my kid here.
Yeah.
Because Donovan was the only thing I knew that was real love.
Right.
I didn't know any other kind of love,
Yeah.
And so I was obsessive like with that. I was very overprotective anyways,
you still are that way. With
very
your
much,
kids. Yes.
very much, very much, and there's a reason, you know,
Right.
behind that. And so, now remember, I'd got molested. Well, then at 15, back up just a little bit, I got raped, from someone that I knew, and I was on my period when I got raped. And I begged him to let me have oral sex with him because I was so embarrassed, because when you're on your period, it's not pleasing, you know?
Yeah. Then you're a teenager.
Yes, and no. And he actually had one of my cousins and one of my friends. I was babysitting my little cousin. She was like probably 12 or like 11 and 12. It was Audrey. And they had him outside. His friends, they were holding them two out there while he raped me inside. Yeah,
Wow.
it was crazy. Yeah. So there was more fear, more anxiety, more all that, right?
Was he older?
Yeah, he was like 3 years older than me.
Okay.
So I was like 15. He was like 18, 19.
Wow. Yeah.
And so, so then that just added on. Do you get what I'm saying?
Trauma. So from when your dad died, you know what I mean? Trauma to being bullied, to being molested, to being
then
raped.
back up when I was 12, 11. So like 12, my mom found a dude.
Yeah.
She got her a man.
Okay.
And everything changed.
Right. That was
she
her
was
attention.
never like my mom again. It was weird.
Yeah.
Because all she did was stay home, cook, clean, work, stay home, cook, clean, work.
Mm-hmm.
So when she, have you ever seen like a woman, they change when they get a man? And I mean, now I understand, but back then I didn't. I hated her. I hated my life. I hated him. My mom was gone. He stole her from me, you know?
You didn't have no understanding towards anything that was going on.
And then so she would have my brother Mark babysit me, and Mark he left me in the car at parties, bro. In the dark. He'd go buy me snacks.
And just chill here, I'm going to go inside.
And he would leave me outside, and he would go.
That's where he started stealing his joints later.
Yep.
That's
paybacks. Yeah, paybacks.
I'm going to make some money.
Yeah. So do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like, it was just like that. And he didn't know he was young. He was, 17. I don't know how old he was. But anyways, so it was like I never was protected. I never was took care of. And I became super angry. So by the time I met Chapo, I was already a hoe. I had already been having sex, at 15. Had already been having sex within that year.
Right.
And when I met Chapo, he was broken. I was broken. He was looking for love, and so was I. And so here you go,
Yeah.
So anyways, moving along within them 12 years, it was just so much abuse mentally, physically, emotionally. And I just stayed because all I ever wanted was what I didn't have. What was broken when I was 10 was a family.
Right.
Because I already had a taste of that. I knew what it was to have a mom and dad, and so then I got pregnant with Donovan, and I was like, I don't care. I'm not leaving. Like, I can't do this to my kid,
Right.
But I was actually dragging Donovan, through it with me. I guess moving forward, when you want to know when the change happened in me.
No,
Yeah,
well, let me tap in on this because I feel like
I'm going to eat a snack while we're talking.
This is a very important part. I think that, you're hustling. So it went from more than just joints, correct? It went from more than just selling joints to then you started hustling other drugs, or how was that?
That was
because, and that was while you were married. And
so after that 12-year mark, when I had gotten beat up and all, and I was just done, I never hustled. Then when that happened, at the 12-year mark, something happened to me. And I was just said, I'm tired of him whooping my ass.
yeah,
I don't know. And one day he just whooped me. He was drinking, and we got in a big old fight. And he was always with women, so I wouldn't stop either. Like, I'm not saying that it was my fault, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never shut up. He's like, shut up, leave me alone. No, you were with her. I know you were with that bitch. Blah, 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 blah. And I wouldn't stop.
Right.
And he came for me as usual. And this day was just a different day. So we're in the room, and he hit me. And he said, I told you, F&B. And he hit me a couple times. Boom, boom. And I got up. When I got up, that's one thing you don't do whenever you're in an abusive relationship is fight back because it just pisses him off, right?
Right.
Well, I got up like I was going to fight back. He picked me up. Yes, he could pick me up at that time. I wasn't this big, okay? So he literally picked me up, and when he threw me, it was like the bed, right? And it was like I kind of off the side of the bed, and I fell on the floor.
yeah,
And he's like yelling at me, telling me, I told you, you see what you make me do, blah, 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 whatever. And at that time, back in the days, we had a fan, like a regular fan, you know, like a, you know, the one that stand up fan, but this was metal. Wasn't the plastic ones.
Right.
Yeah.
And I sat there, when I got up and I looked like that, I saw the fan and I said, I got two choices. Keep getting beat up or fight back.
That's the moment you decided.
I decided, bro. And he was drinking, so he wasn't, you know, he
Yeah.
was swaying a little, you know what I'm saying? So that was my advantage. I'm about to beat his ass. So I get that fan, bro, and I literally, it was like a baseball bat.
Yeah.
And I just went to town.
Him with it.
Bah, bah. And he went down, and he is literally, his shirt's full of blood on his back because the fan is cutting him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I'm like movie screaming, don't hit me, I hate you. You know, just hitting him. You know, whenever like you're mad, you're a mom and you're mad, or like, you know, your parents and they're spanking you and they're like, didn't I say stop doing that?
Yeah.
Basically, that's what I was doing to him. And man, I still remember he fell to the floor. And after I hit him about 3 or 4 more times, I just, I knew he was coming for me.
Yeah.
Like it was, you know, he was gonna be even more mad. And I got in my car and I took out. That was the first time, and it felt so good. It felt so freeing, you know.
Yeah.
And after that, we started squabbling like a lot more. Now I was fighting back. Like I said, I stabbed him. It got bad. It got like really horrible, you know, bad. And then when that changed in me, something else changed in me. I said, you know what? He would say, I'm going to go get a 12-pack or something, and then he would never come back home. He'd stay gone at parties. I'd kick doors in at parties he was in. Like, I was toxic, crazy. And one day, he went out, and I just said, you know what? I'm going to go out too. Literally. And I went out with these girls and turned up. And when I went out, dudes were trying to holler at me.
So that was like new to you. That was
Well, I've been fresh
so
meat
long.
now because I've been
And there ain't no social media, so you're definitely fresh meat, you know?
Yeah.
fresh. And you know, back then I was chubby. I wasn't a big girl, you know. I was chubby. And no matter how big I get, I'm still pretty, you know. So I was a good looking chubby chick.
Mm-hmm.
And dudes were starting to holler at me. My friends were like, girl. And I started like liking the attention a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, this is what this is. This is what outside looks like. I'm outside, you know?
Yeah.
And so I started not coming home, bro. And he was working nights and he was looking for me. I mean, when I tell you them tables turned and it ain't no fun, when the rabbit got the gun.
Yeah. Okay.
Baby.
Yeah, you're right.
Baby.
Yep.
The girls,
Pretty
the girls, we cry. We're like, I can't believe. Is it because I don't have oral sex? It's not good enough? Am I not freaky enough? My boob's not big enough and I'm skinny enough? My hair is not long enough? And we cry and we blame ourselves or, try to look for why they did that. But let a dude get cheated on. I'll kill myself. And they want to kill themselves.
Yeah.
They want to blow up. They want to blow up the house. They can't stand it. They're sick. They're throwing up sick. You know?
Ain't lying.
Yeah.
You are not lying about that.
Yeah, this
Sick. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Process
So,
it as much.
so you became the hunted became the hunter.
The rabbit, baby.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop. I was spraying everywhere I could go.
You fucked that fire with fire, basically. Like
Yeah.
alright.
And then it got worse.
Mm-hmm.
It got worse. And then that's when the hustle came in. I was, like I said, my family has always done that. So it was very much easy access.
Yeah.
And so a person, and in particular person in my family he was hustling hard. He was moving a lot of weight. He gave me the opportunity. He just said, hey, do you want to, and it wasn't even selling. I didn't know how to sell dope.
Yeah.
He said, do you want to go pick up? No. He said, can I keep some weed at your house? And then I was all like, what? How much? He was like, I'll pay you and I didn't have no money. So Chapo worked like little old thing at Jewel Osco at that time. It was Jewel Osco, Albertsons, and
Okay.
so I was like, all right. And so he brought a little duffel bag. I hid it at my house. Smelled reeked. I mean, it smelled like weed,
Right.
And I started basically just housing, keeping it,
Yeah.
Like a stash spot.
stash spot, yeah. And then he called me another time and he said, "Do you want to pick up some weed for me?" He said, and I'll pay you. And I don't know, bro. I just have never been afraid, and I just said, "Yeah, I'll go." And so he's like, "All right, go by yourself." And I'm like, "All right." And so I started picking up weed and just taking it from one spot to another, one spot to another. And one time in particular, I'll never forget this. He's like, "Hey, what's up, patrona?" And I'm like, "What's up?" And this is when I was deeper in already, He said, "You want to go on a mission?" And I was like, "Yup." And he's like, "It's right here outside of Hobbs, right here, like kind of right between Hobbs and State Line. You're gonna go out to like a ranch or something." And I was like, all right. And at that time, I had a Dodge Stratus 2-door. Looked like a Mustang-ish, kind of sporty silver one. I call it the Bala de Plata, the silver bullet, right? And so it was nice at that time, And so, but it's small, right? So I'm like, all right, yeah. I got you. Tell me where to go. So he tells me where to go. I have like a little bitty Nokia blue phone that's, I mean, you can't even text. When you text, you say hello, you got to do 3 times for the, the W is
T9.
Old school phones.
And so he tells me where to go. I get in this dirt road, smoking me a cigarette, and I'm jamming. I'm like, yeah. And he said, "You're going to turn off this doors for a ranch." And I go, there's nobody there. There's houses over there, whatever. And there's nobody. I don't see anybody. So I'm starting to go down. And then all of a sudden, boom, boom. 2 dudes pop up. Literally like out of nowhere. The bush.
Yeah.
And they're like, right there. And they stopped me right there. And I rolled down my window. And he's like, "Who sent you?" So I'm telling him who sent me, And he's like, You? Is anybody else with you? Or you're in this car? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right. Then he goes inside this pop-up trailer. He comes back out and he's like, "The boss wants to talk to you." And I'm like, so I've always done runs easy, just pick up, take off, tape, no big deal. But this time I had to get off.
Right.
And it was nothing but men. I was the only woman.
Yeah.
I get off and this dude's there, and big dude, and he's, not just weed, it's dope everywhere. And he said, "You're Camelia La Tejana." And I'm like, "What?" Well, there's a song that's called Camelia La Tejana, right? And she talks about how she runs dope and she's like crazy. Like she's like this gangster chick, basically, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, they told me that they were sending you, but I never thought that you would, blah, 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 whatever. And it was like, it kind of like made me feel like.
Kind of built you up a little bit, like, huh?
It boosted your head up, your ego.
Your ego
I was like, I'm a
built
bad
on that.
bitch. Is that what I am? Okay, I'm a boss.
Yeah.
And it was like that. And they started he's like, "Well, they're loading your car." And then he started telling me just, things, whatever. And 20 minutes they were done. I get up and he was like, "We brought in this little car. You're going to have to go back." I wasn't expecting it. And the person that sent me didn't tell me this. I had 220 pounds of marijuana in my car.
Damn. Might as well build the car out of it.
They just stuck them in trash bags in the back seat and everything. So
they didn't even hide it.
They couldn't.
Yeah, that little car wouldn't hide. It's a baby car.
That's crazy.
It was. If anybody tells you, yeah, I used to take weed, I used to sell dope, and they weren't scared, you're a liar. Mm-hmm. You're a liar. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way that you're not afraid.
Right.
So I'm driving back. I'm smoking a cigarette, and right off of where the Wayne, what is it called now? Wayne Street.
Wayne Street. Yeah.
I go there because I lived on Gila. I turn, and there's 2 sheriffs like this parked. Mm-hmm. I probably pooped on myself. I'm not lying.
So while you got this whole car full of weed, 2
I was
sheriffs.
smoking a cigarette. I'm not gonna lie. I remember, and I was only had this hand on the steering wheel. And when I saw them, I got so scared. I put the hand on literally the 10 and the 2, like you're supposed to drive, right? And the cigarette was just burning my knuckle because it already went through. I
Yeah,
wasn't even
you're
trying to move.
Yeah, freaking
because
out.
it was long. I had to go down all the way down. What's that bender?
Yeah.
And right there off that little cutoff that's where they were at part. And I was like, oh God, I was already thinking they done narked on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
My heart was beating out of my butthole. It was so scary.
Oh, I bet.
It was so scary, y'all. I mean,
That was your first time experiencing something like that too.
yeah,
Man,
I
it
get
was
to my
such a huge
house.
load.
I get to my house and I'm just like looking around like tweaker status, so scared. I call up that person. I'm like, what in the, you didn't tell me. And they're laughing. You did it. Man, you're a boss, man. Look at you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm going to pay. You're going to get paid this time. Da, 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 whatever. And I'm like so mad. But at the same time, I was like,
Whoa. So they knew what was going to happen, but they knew you could pull it off too, though.
I just hit the next level.
That was the test.
Test.
Heavy.
Test, yeah. And I drug them in the bags because they were too heavy. Some bags were 80 pounds. And I drug them inside and I put them all up. And then he calls me back and he says, I need you to come over here and meet a man in a truck. He said, and bring with you 36 pounds. So I'm like, okay. So I go and get all my groceries. I get popsicles, the boxes. I get in the kitchen, I get cereal boxes and all that. And I just take everything off and I start stuffing them. And I start getting bags from Walmart. And I literally put everything in my back seat like if I was
Just ready went grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Heavy.
And I meet this man. I didn't even know who he was. We meet up at the, like where the old tape branch used to be. And we were riding and I meet him and he takes me to an alley, to a house over here like by the city park. And when he gets out of the truck, all I could do is put my head down. It was one of my dad's best friends.
Oh, wow.
So now I'm making moves with the big wigs, with the big dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so like, oh my God.
You didn't expect
This
that.
man, like, he knew me when I was a little girl, when like with my dad and all that.
So
Right.
you became a product of your environment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know?
When he saw me, he looked at me, he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, working.
Yeah.
Working.
And he's like, you're just like your dad. You have more balls than your brothers. Because my brothers didn't sell dope like that,
Yeah.
And it was like, just like you came out, just like your dad.
Yeah.
And at that time, I thought that was a good thing,
Right,
I
right.
was all proud or whatever. And yeah, I started selling. Well, I started pushing. I started moving it. Sorry. And then it came from that to like starting to sell it. So I started telling the guy that I was working for, what about if, let me get a pound
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to see, I'm going to break it up and I'm going to do it. And I didn't know I just started, and so I was like, I smoked weed.
Right.
So I was like, I'll sell them in ounces. I won't like, do littles. I'll just do them like, or if I can sell the whole pound. He was like, all right, try it. Quick.
Gone.
Gone. And then 3 pounds. Then 7 pounds. It
So and at this time, your money's just
gone.
oh yeah,
stacking, right?
Yeah. But I'm not stacking. I'm blowing.
But are you still? So the reason that you're getting rid of all this is because you're still on the party scene. You're still rubbing shoulders.
Well, it
with,
made me more party scene. Actually, I wasn't like a hustler and a smart hustler. I was a hustler, and with that hustle comes in people. You attract those people.
Right.
So now we're blowing big now because like screw it. I can F off a ounce.
Right.
No big deal. We're big blunts, big joints, whatever. I'm hooking people up, whatever. So what does that attract? People, it's free.
Right.
I'm buying the bottles.
You just have anybody around
now you got a house full of people.
And I have my own
partying.
house. We're partying,
Right.
doing the most. And then I'm selling weed. And then we start having house parties. We start having house parties, and all these college chicks start coming over. So it's not the hood chicks, my homegirls or the girls that other people bring. We start having, and these college girls come over, and we start partying, and they start getting, they're drinking, and by the time, do y'all remember this? I don't know if they do it anymore because I haven't been in the party scene in 20 years, but girls would dance on each other.
Yeah.
You know, and then they become like all like slutty and like they start dancing on each other and bending each other over, and dudes love that. It's like a little soft porn show.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's clothes on, you know.
Right.
And so back then they're like doing that at the house parties, and it would be these like college girls, and they'd kind of like rub each other's boobs or you know like whatever. There was no like really kissing or anything like that. Like I said, it wasn't like deep like that, but they would like dance horny, you know, on one another.
Yeah.
And by now, my mind is completely hustle mode. And a couple of the girls came to party with us a few times.
Mm-hmm.
So then I became their friends.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And these two girls were from Jal. I'll even say they're from Jal. And they were going to college in Hobbs, and they had a house where they couldn't pay their rent.
So you saw an opportunity.
An opportunity. Well, I used to go to Playmates.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
the
chill.
strip club. Yeah.
Strip club, because that's where people went.
Right.
You sell dope, you go there. It was a hangout.
Yeah.
And so I told them, I can get y'all money. I can get your rent paid by tomorrow. It's $600. And back then, $600 was like $1,200.
Right.
Right.
They're like, it's $600. And I was like, I can get your rent paid tomorrow. Well, what do we have to do? And I was like, everything that you're doing now, but just do it on a stage. And so I think his name was John Paul. I'm almost positive. And I asked him, I had some amateurs, you know, could we do it? And he said, yeah. And they went on stage, bro, and they made double their money.
Crazy.
Yeah.
In one night.
One night. So then it escalated. And then we would have a house party. And then they started dancing and they started taking off their shirts. And I'm just all for it. Go, yeah, you know, and just hyping it up. And now everybody wanted to come to one of our parties because it was talked about.
Yeah. Drugs, women.
Perversion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, God, even me thinking about it right now, it got out of hand fast.
The old me would have been there.
Oh, I'd have been your favorite person. I'd have been your favorite person ever.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I was everybody's favorite person.
Right.
And everybody was at my house. And I was popular.
Right.
I was popping. And then it got deep with the women. It got really deep to the point of I started selling women for sex.
So then your woman multiplied as well.
I don't think I can get in trouble for that now. But I did back then. So, I mean,
Pimping.
That's just what it was.
It was pimping.
You're
At the end of the day.
a pimp around at that time.
And it was easy for you because you're running into all these men who are partying and, you know, buying
And these head
dope.
honchos.
oh, and there was even white collar men, businessmen,
Oh.
high up men,
That were low key married men buying these.
perverts,
Yeah.
Right.
perverts.
Sex
perverts.
sells, you
Yes,
know, even till this day.
Absolutely. And you know, the sad thing is that I manipulated these girls. I had like a slogan because most of these girls were broken, you know, and there was never a girl who was like strong, ambitious, had everything going for her, confident.
Yeah.
Came from a good background. It was never girls like that. It was girls that came from broken homes. Their parents were this, that, whatever. They've been abused, or they had made a mistake and they didn't feel good about themselves, or they had low self-esteem.
Right.
It was always something like that. The enemy can ever manipulate someone who knows.
You're real easy at spotting out the weaknesses.
Oh, that's what the enemy does. So I was
Yeah.
I was a right hand to the enemy. So it would be like
Right.
literally, I would say like a ray, like the red eyes, grrr, grrr,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, she would not, and I'm like, yes, she would. No, she wouldn't, and then that became a challenge for me.
Break them.
Oh yeah, let her party with us 3 more times. She'll get comfortable.
And it was, a lot of it was money, right?
A lot of it was money.
Yeah, because, I mean, everybody, that's the world.
Well, you have
even
money
now.
from dope. You have money from, you know, running, pushing. You have money from the women, you know. And this is how this is how I would talk to the girls, and I would say, like, I wouldn't make a lot of money from them at all. They would break
Right.
me off a little bit because they wanted to.
Right.
It wasn't like, I was taking all the money. So it was different, but it was the same.
Yeah.
But I would tell them, like, we'd party and the next morning we'd be up and I'd like make food or we'd order food or whatever. And I'd be like, Leslie, let's just say, Leslie. And she's like, what's up, bitch? Whatever. And I was like, you were with Tony last night, huh? And I was like, yeah. I was like, did you bang him? And she'd be like, yes, girl. And I was like, that's crazy. And we'd all girls do that. They would ask how it was, blah, 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 whatever, right? And I'd say, so what'd you get? Now I'm doing this because there's 3 other chicks with us, right?
Right.
And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, what'd you get? Like, what did you get?
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, like, did he buy you breakfast this morning? And she's like, I'm fixing to eat. And I'm like, okay, did he buy, because I know your mom has your baby, did he get you Pampers for him? And she's like, no. And I'm like, so you got a dirty coochie. You got a good time in a dirty coochie. That's what you got.
So you're kind of making them realize some stuff.
And you could have done all that for
money.
5 minutes for $500 or $300 or whatever.
Right.
It doesn't make no sense, girl. Get your hustle up. So I would tell them, like, you're out here broke. Why are you broke, bro? My nails stayed done. Because they did.
Right.
I got a house. I got a car. You live with your mom.
You just manipulated them.
Well, I just told them the truth, and I told them that this was the option to be able to have the solution for their problem. So yeah,
Showed them the way, basically. Like, no, this is what you can do. Easy way.
So the enemy
let's
does.
do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds good too. Isn't it true though?
Right.
What I'm saying, is it a lie?
No, it's not a lie.
It's just it's an opportunity that was seen at that time.
And what's crazy,
Sadly, but
Yeah.
is how I look at it too. Is like, how right now, and we're gonna dive into that too. Is like, you're a vessel for God.
absolutely.
But when you live that type of lifestyle, it's crazy because you could be a vessel for the enemy.
Oh, and I was definitely the one who would come and turn off all the lights. Let's go. If we're gonna do it, let's get it. Yeah.
So the way I look at it is the enemy attacked you because you have this pull on people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you do have this pull on people.
Yeah.
And he wanted you so bad because now you have a different pull on people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, the enemy knew, I feel like the enemy knew that if the Lord got a hold of me, he knew the anointing that was on my life. He knew the calling. He knew that I was a powerhouse of strength. Like when I'm all in, I don't care. I'm not afraid. I'm a bully's bully. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. Like, my head is strong if I'm on this mission. So if he could keep me on that deceived mode, like
Right.
these girls that we did that with, I'll tell you right now, and I would never, but I see them today. They weren't crackheads. They weren't like prostitutes you see on TV. That's not all true.
They were pretty
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
Beautiful young girls with moms and dads. They just had made some mistakes, or they were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right. Right.
They didn't have parents that took care of them.
Yeah.
And they partied with me. They
So-
got caught up in that.
As you did that for a while, right?
Yeah.
When, like I said, you were a vessel for the enemy, what turned you into start being a vessel for God and switching everything up? Because I don't know if it was like a major trauma situation,
Yeah.
or I don't know. I mean, it could just be a wake up and want more. But I know, being that deep into the game, or whatever you're doing at the time,
Yeah.
I feel like it's more than just waking up and wanting different. I feel like it's too hard to do that when you're that deep. So at what point in your life was that flip switch, or was there trauma or
Yeah. So when you're in that game, when you're in that lifestyle, period, you don't even have to sell dope to do that. Just the lifestyle in itself. I'll just say, for instance, y'all guys have partied before?
Yes.
Have you guys been caught up in the lifestyle of just like partying and stuff like that? Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what comes with that.
Yeah.
Immediately sex, lust, immediately perversion.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you're drinking, most of the time you're banging.
Your mind's altered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Alcohol, guaranteed.
Drugs.
Following drugs.
Yep.
And it could be just weed, or it could be not.
Right.
You're just playing Russian roulette. You're going. That's just part of that. It's part of that lifestyle, that culture, that ambiance. That's what comes with it.
Right.
It's just like whenever you go into Pizza Hut. I know I always talk about food, but
Yeah.
you're gonna get a pizza in what?
So spaghetti, probably a little
Wings.
Wings.
What goes with it? You know,
2-liter ranch.
okay. Whenever you go to get a burger, what comes with a burger?
Yeah.
Fries. Maybe a shake.
When you have that party life, it comes with it. It's a combo.
You're
Right.
opening up a
combo.
lane for yourself.
It's a combo, and so that lifestyle had me in that. It felt powerful. What was that thing that Scarface always said? You get the money. What did he used to say? The
It's
power
like
and the respect.
Right. Uh-huh.
And literally, that's what it felt like. Of course, it's a lie. You're blinded. You know, I was in that moment. It felt like that, but I became addicted. The anxiety just got worse,
Right.
and it was just masked with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Perversion, because I became a pervert too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was cheating on Chapo. I was doing the most. And then the pills, because I was too afraid. I had so much, the anxiety was so severe that I was afraid to do any drugs. I even stopped smoking weed because it would give me anxiety. It
Yeah.
started like counter-reacting and started giving me anxiety, so I stopped smoking weed. But the pills, and I didn't buy pills from the streets. These were doctor giving me pills.
Right.
But it went from Paxil to like all these other ones to Xannies,
Right.
you know? Then I got a hold of some perks.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started cocktailing and mixing. And by the time you know it, I was a full-blown pill popper, an addict. Hydros,
It's anything that make you feel relaxed.
anything.
It's
Any
just something to
somas.
make. It's like alcohol. It's like any drug. It's just a number.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's an escape.
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
a quick
Oh
escape.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's
Most
all it
definitely.
is.
Most definitely. Yeah. It's a void filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Band-Aid.
It's like the more you kept on doing that too, the deeper the hole got.
Oh yeah. And what's really deceiving is that, you know, I used to go to the doctors and they would tell me, you know, this is going to be for anxiety. We're going to put you on a higher dose. And so now my Xanax were, you know, higher, literally like Vava's zoned out.
Crazy.
And it never cured me. I still had anxiety. That's why they had to keep, they would come in. Yeah. Like, so how's everything going? Well, I only had 2 panic attacks instead of 12. So now you're just like literally you're so lit all the time.
And that was progress for them.
Yeah. And then
Crazy.
your body becomes so dependent
Yeah.
that you can't function without them. And that's what happened to me. And so me and my husband actually got into it really bad. And some horrible things happened. He got caught cheating and we were just both not right. And we left each other. We had never left each other for that long. We left each other for 6 months. So you're asking, you know, what had happened. So we left each other for 6 months, and I was, when I say wilding out, it was beyond. When we left each other, I got me a boyfriend that was, I think I was 27 and he was like 20, maybe 19.
Oh, yeah, you gotta.
I mean, I was doing the most. I was at parties literally with keys giving people dabs. I mean, I was, you know, like was selling so much dope that it was just like on the table. Like, you know, like I was just, and I was the one, I was the woman. I was not Mama E at that time. I was La Patrona. I was Big Mama Boss. My house was the spot. It was popping. We had drive-bys, I don't know how many times. Like, it was that, you know, and I was engulfed in that. And one day, I just literally was with that guy driving back to go pick up Donovan. I had literally had sex with the dude who was my boyfriend. And I was driving back to where Chopper was at, and something just came in me, and I just missed home. It was weird. It was weird. I had no peace. And I called him, and I just cried, and I just told him, like, he's like, were you with him? And I said, yes. You know, first thing the guy asked, did you have sex with him? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, where are you at? And I was like, I'm just driving. And he's like, well, come over here. So I went to Portales, and it was raining, I still remember, and he just held me. And he was broken still too, you know?
Yeah.
And I just said, I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that even though I have a house, a car, people,
You feel
alcohol,
it's
drugs.
wrong. You know it's wrong.
it was empty. It was a dark place.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like everybody that changes, you know, they go into that.
It's like they realize.
Well, I
it.
think that everyone feels that. I just feel like some people don't do anything about it.
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
They like blind, keep themselves blind.
You just keep.
Yeah.
Seriously, with my whole heart, I feel like everybody
feels
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like nobody wants to be an alcoholic. Nobody wants to be a bad mom or a bad dad. Nobody wants to be smoking weed their whole life and just depend on it because that's what calms them.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe you were birthed for that. I don't think that that's in anyone. You're taught that, you learned that, you picked that up, but that's not in you. And so I was searching for like peace and what? I didn't even know. Everything that the world said was good, everything that the world had to offer, I had.
Yeah.
And I was dying inside. I don't know. It just didn't make any sense. And so I came back home. He eventually came back home, and we got back together.
Yeah.
I just said, I want to be done, blah, 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 whatever. Well, we were good for, the first couple of weeks. We didn't drink or anything. And then it slowly started progressing. We started drinking again, And then one night, I was still on pills. I never had got off the pills. One night, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and my son and him were asleep in the room. And it was literally just us three. Because everybody used to stay at my house. Everybody, was there or whatever. And I was watching TV. I could not sleep. Even though I had popped these pills, and I could not sleep. There was just a restlessness inside of me. And I still remember his name was Peter Popoff. And he's not, like, he's, how can I say this? Like, he says the word of God is real, but the things that he said there was miracle spring water. And if you send money in, they'll send you it.
I remember those.
And they'll send you it, and you'll drink it, and whatever you're dealing with, da 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 da. Well, I didn't have a relationship with the Lord.
Yeah.
I was raised Catholic, but not. They were not a what is it called? They're practicing Catholics.
Right.
We did. We did our what's it called?
First communion.
Yeah. And there was a keg in the backyard.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
It was never a real relationship with the Father. My ears are sweating. Hold on. And so I didn't have a relationship with God. Didn't know about God like that. I knew the Our Father, and no mad disrespect to the Catholics, but there was not a relationship.
Right.
We knew religion and barely,
Right.
And so when I was watching this, man, even though it was a lie, what he was saying, that hope, man, it gave me a hope that, man, if I drank this, it can help me. Yeah, it could heal me.
Yeah.
So I did, and I started doing that. And then a friend of mine years and years and years ago had told me about a church on Seminole Highway, blah, blah, blah. And that morning I just said, I'm looking for a church. I think it was maybe in the phone book. I don't remember. But it was Choose Life Church. And I didn't sleep, and I got up that morning, and I told Chapo, I said, I'm going to church today. And he's like, you need to chill, man. Like, you're tripping. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I gotta go. And he was like, lay down, babe. Like, you just need to chill. Go take a bath. Chill. Like what I used to always do to try to come down. Have you took your pills? Like, yes, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. And I actually had just taken pills. And I said, I'm taking Donovan with me. He's like, oh my gosh, bro, you're drama. And I was like, I don't care. I'm going. And I drove me and Donovan there. Didn't know anybody there. And whenever I got to the doors, it was the whitest people there. They're like pale white. Sweetheart, she said that to me. She said, sweetheart, we've been waiting for you. I was like, what? And she hugged me with this hug. It felt like an angel hugging me. I know it sounds super cliche, but it did. And I walked in the sanctuary. I've never been to another church or whatever, right? And their praise and worship was loud and crunk. And people were raising their hands saying, hallelujah. And now, mind you, I hadn't slept all night, and I was on pills.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit tripping.
Yeah.
By the time I sat in for the service, I couldn't even sit. I just was weeping the entire time. Like, even the praise and worship, I just was weeping.
Just speaking to
Donovan
you.
was inside the kids' church.
Yeah.
And I just was weeping. I don't know. I just felt safe.
Yeah.
I hadn't felt safe since my dad died.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And
how old were you at that time?
I want to say 27.
27. Okay.
27, 28. Yeah, 27. I was 27.
And then you lost your father at the age of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you went 17 years of just feeling not safe.
17 years of just,
Anger and
depression
and building,
lost.
anxiety.
17 years of being lost.
Right.
Lost.
Right.
And even remembering right now, because it's been so long that I've even talked about this, but I remember it was dark in the sanctuary.
Uh-huh.
And I just remember I didn't know anybody there, but it was like I knew everybody there.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was talking, what was really crazy is that he told me things that I never had heard before. And he told me that I was somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I still remember this. I remember that he said, your mistakes don't define you. And at this point in my life, because I'd made so many mistakes, I just thought I was literally a F up. I thought I was a piece of shit. I went to 9th grade. I humiliated my mom. There was nothing to be proud of. And I remember that he said, your mistakes don't define you, and God still chooses you. And I never heard that before. And he said that I was good enough.
Yeah.
And that just, I don't know, it changed my life. And then he just kept saying that God loved me. And I thought, how could he love me?
Yeah.
I suck. I feed people poison.
After everything that you...
I sell dope. I
Yeah.
manipulate young girls. I sell hoes. I suck. I'm a sorry mom. I'm unfaithful. Everything that a piece of shit that somebody would think could be, it was me.
Right. Right.
And this man said, your mistakes don't define you. I don't know. That day, he gave an altar call, and I gave my life to the Lord. I was the only one that walked up there, and I gave my life to the Lord. And when we got in the car, me and Donovan was 8. And I said, how was church, son? And he said, Mom, I gave my life to Jesus today.
Yeah.
I mean, as a mom, like it rocked my entire soul.
Yeah.
And I said, what? And he said, yeah. He said, they asked you if you want to say yes to Jesus. I said, yes to Jesus, Mom. He said, and I walked up there. He said, I picked up my hand, and then they prayed with me. He said, and now I'm going to heaven. I have my ticket to heaven. And he was 8. And he didn't even know that I was in the next room. And I got my ticket too.
Yeah.
You know?
They got us ticket at the same time.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, it was not easy after that. It was definitely not easy.
Was there a lot of more mental, spiritual battles?
Chapo was still beating my ass at home. And even more so now because he thought I was having an affair on him at church. Because why did I always want to be there?
Right.
And it got to the point where I wouldn't come home after church. I'd go, and we had no money. We were broke. He literally worked paycheck to paycheck, and we never had money enough. Because now, remind you, I stopped selling hoes. When I gave my life to the Lord that day, I never picked up a pill again. I didn't have withdrawals. Now, before, when I would try to take away pills, I don't know if y'all have ever been on opiates before.
No.
It's like heroin.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
You get malias. I would get sick.
Yeah.
I gave my life to the Lord. Never took a pill again. That was my last time getting high. To this day.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it just totally. So, the battle became the battle. I thought the 17 years was bad. No, the battle became the battle. But at this point, I had made a I had made a shift in my mind that there was more.
Right.
And it like if I was already a fighter and it was already like it was fixing to be on now is like put your bigger panties on, let's go, you know?
Yeah.
And I would come home on Sundays and Chop would already be barbecuing, drinking. And it was like, oh man, I didn't like it anymore.
Right.
It wasn't fun. It was old.
Yeah, you got to see past it now. Like, dude.
It was so a lie. It wasn't fun.
You just weren't deceived anymore.
It was the same thing.
Yeah.
You go and turn on the grill.
You're seeing it in a different scope now.
Yeah.
Heavy.
And so then the little bit of money that I would be able to get or have, or, you know, if I had leftover or whatever, I would take Donovan to the park. Just me and him.
Uh-huh.
And we'd either get like sandwich stuff or pizza or whatever, so we could have more peace and we didn't have to come home to all that crap. And it was beautiful, man. It was amazing, and I was on fire for the Lord. And I just made a commitment that I wasn't going to go back.
Yeah.
And about 9 months later, probably 10 months later, I was getting ready for, and now I already had a little makeup bag in my car, because if Chapo hit me and I ruined my makeup, I had a backup makeup in my car.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to church.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to church. And that's why, if you understand why I'm so adamant about going to church.
Yeah, you're very disciplined on going to church.
Yes, because
like, that
I
is
knew the anchor. I knew that was.
Yeah, even to this day.
Yeah.
And I mean, eventually, you know, Uncle Chapo started going. You influenced him.
Yeah, it was actually 10 months later, and I was getting ready, and he got up like he usually does, you know, because he was drinking from the night before. He's using the bathroom, whatever, and he's like, well, where are you going? And I was like, church.
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, well, what time is it? And at that time, I think it was like at 10:30. I was like, I'm going to the second one. I'm going at 10:30. And he was like, all right. And so I'm still getting ready, just like usual, nothing, no big deal, you know, whatever. And I'm like, do you want to go with this to go eat after, you know, like, you know, whatever. Like, we were good. And he was like, he starts getting ready, he's taking a shower, and I'm like, is he going somewhere? But I didn't want to piss him off because I already knew, you know?
Yeah.
And so we start talking, or I don't know what happened. He was like, hey, well, I'm going with you. And I wanted to just fall on the floor, pass out. I wanted to pass out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, you are coming back. Today's the day.
Yeah.
We are going to heaven today, Jesus Christ, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I didn't want to be like so overexcited. He was like, see, I ain't gonna go. Because he was so emotional because he was an addict. And I was like, all right. He walks out and I'm like, I'm nervous. And he's like, I'm telling you right now. The entire time, all he kept complaining, he was like, if there's some crazy white people, because he just had a thing. He thought the white people were against him. He was like, and if they look at me crazy, and then they better not tell me nothing, and we're leaving. And I was like, okay. Bro, we pull up to the church. He's talking crap the entire time. And they better not be telling me nothing. They better look at me crazy. No. And if I don't feel like it, if it's not cool, we're leaving. And I'm like, okay. I'm just, it was torn. I was so excited that he was going, but I was so nervous. And
Yeah.
he opens the door. Before we can even open the door, it's the whitest people in the world. The same white people.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been waiting. But I'm like, don't tell him that. He's going to know I told y'all something, you know?
Yeah.
And they hug him. And the man, he actually just passed away, Sonny Stratton. So Miss Vonnie Stratton is the whitest lady in the church, and she's my spiritual mom. He hugs Chapo. And at that time, Chapo's like gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have a father. His father abandoned him at 4 years old. So he didn't have the only men he knew that were not good.
Right.
You know, his mom's boyfriends or whatever. They were not good. And so a grown, strange man hugging you was not it. Even now.
He felt
you know?
Yeah.
And that man would not let him go. But it was the love of the Father that was transferring from this man to him. We sat in service. He's looking around like me because it's loud. We've never been in nothing like that. And let me tell you, just moving straight to the punchline, by the time, praise and worship, just like me, weeping. By the time he gave the altar call, Chapo was right in front.
Felt it.
Everything that I prayed for, I stood.
That gives me chills, because if you know Uncle Chapo today, her husband, he is, I mean, to me, he's like if you want to live by somebody like a man, I look up to him, you know, especially like he's a good husband and he's faithful to the father.
Yes, great, faithful.
Like very, I mean, I'm talking very, I don't hear Uncle Chapo cuss really you know, and so I love that man, and to this day I look up to him, you know, because of who he is, and it's crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know he had his own battles, but now who he is, it's
people do not believe me. They think I'm a liar.
Yeah, you would look at him, and it's not even. You would be like,
when I say God did a work in him, he went up there, he gave his life to the Lord, wept. I'd never seen him wept. The way he spoke changed. The softness in his voice was different. Wow. It was so different. Now, it wasn't all peaches and cream, don't get me wrong, you know, but I'm saying for the most part, it was like night and day. Yeah. And he never drank. He stopped drinking, right? Now, there was a little bit more of an issue with us being around because he was tempted a lot. Right. So we had with that came a lot of, we had to separate ourselves.
Yes, and I remember that point.
So there was separation, and my family was not on board.
Yeah, they weren't feeling that.
Oh no, they thought I thought I was better. They talked about me.
Right.
My family.
Yeah.
They didn't understand. They thought we were judging them. That's what they thought. And I still remember there was a Thanksgiving that I said, I'm going to buy all the food and I'm going to cook it all. I just want all my family there. I said, but no alcohol. No one came.
I was about to say, did anybody come?
None.
Wow. Just you and your family.
Trip out on this. I made 2 turkeys. I had already had the food.
Yeah.
The day before Thanksgiving, they called and said, we're going to go ahead and have it at my other cousin's house.
Wow.
Because they don't think you should dictate who wants to drink. The Cowboys always play, and we're going to drink.
Right. I remember that. I do remember that.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you remember about it?
I remember the men in our family saying, hell no. She can't tell us if we can't drink. We're grown men. We're going to do it here. Which and then like as a kid, you know, you don't understand that battle, but the more I became a man, and you too, when you don't want to be somebody, you have to disassociate yourself with them people. Right. You know? Right. So I didn't understand. At first I was like, when I was a kid too, you know, I grew up in this environment where they drink. I'm like, she is tripping. I was 10 years old. I didn't give a damn about no drinking, but I'm like, why can't my dad drink? You know what I mean? Right. So now it all makes sense why you disassociated yourself. But I mean, what's crazy is the stronger you guys got, the stronger you got spiritually and within yourself, you reassociated with everybody confidently and differently.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, whenever we stopped hanging out and doing all those kind of things, it was, God never will put you, he never takes from us.
Right. Right.
He always wants you to be with your family or whatever. But in that season, it was either sink or swim. It was either save yourself.
Right.
Because everyone else is drowning.
Yes.
And so it was either choosing that and to stay away from my family and to live and to help my husband, who now I'm helping him, right?
Right.
Or let them, you know, and so we couldn't. And so now throughout the years, Chapo got stronger. I got stronger. And just recently, you know, I had a birthday party just recently. Yeah. And people were drinking.
Yeah.
It's not the same at all anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, going back to when I started, and y'all let me know when y'all want me to wrap it up, because I will, okay? Okay. So for like, when I first started going to church and all that, I will say this, because this is very important for people to get. Everything was great. I mean, I was learning. I was on fire. When I say on fire, I wouldn't even say a bad word. I wouldn't even cuss. The Bible went with me everywhere. I opened it 24/8. I ate the Bible, slept the Bible, everything the Bible. I was on. On. Just like Ricky with running. Right. I was running my race hard, fast, from sun up to sundown.
That was your grind.
It was what I did.
Yeah.
And then I got pregnant and didn't know, because they said I couldn't have any more kids. I don't even want to talk about that story, but my baby ended up dying. She lived for a month and then she died. And when I tell you that the devil peeked his head out and he came. That was his opportunity. You know, people take opportunities, whether it's the Father, whether it's good or whether it's bad. He came in and he said, what happened? I thought your God was a healer. What happened? You gave your life to God.
Yeah.
How come he didn't do this for you?
Yeah.
Right.
What happened?
Made you kind of question now.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nonstop. It was nonstop. And I had went through so much in that month. We were in the hospital. She was in the hospital. They said she was coming home, blah, blah, blah. And then boom, she dies. So now remember what I associated death with. The first trauma that I
Your
had.
dad.
Second traumatic.
So now this happens. And now at the hospital, let me tell you what's horrifying. I would never recommend this for anybody. I didn't know. I was there by myself. They called Chapo and them to come. And when he's driving on the road, all he wants to do is crash. All he wants to do is go get a 30-pack of beer. Because the enemy's telling him the same thing.
Right.
Y'all gave y'all's life to God for what? Ha, ha, ha. Right?
Right.
And so at the hospital, they say, okay, well, we're going to leave you alone with her, you know, so you can hold her. Bruh, I'm in this room holding a dead baby.
Wow.
Do you know the mind
That you're
games?
going
Do you know the
through.
mind? I mean,
because you spoke about just a while ago kissing a dead person. You know what I mean? So holding your own
child.
Right.
I'm looking at this baby and I'm thinking that her chest is still moving.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. The mental, it's crazy. And I'm like, okay, maybe she's alive. Well, you know, like, it's just, it was
Your mind
demonic.
was
it was
playing
horrible.
games
It
with
was
you so
it was
bad
it was so
right
bad.
there.
It was so
Yeah.
bad. It was the worst. I never, ever. I hate when people have to go through that. But anyways, I did. And Donovan saw her for the first time because she was in IC in the NICU, so he couldn't come in. When he came in the first time, he saw she's dead.
Yeah.
It was just tragic. It was horrible. So not Chapo, check this out. I backslid first.
Really?
Yeah. He had all the thoughts and he was mad and, you know, he was whatever. But we went on a vacation and we went for the first time on a cruise. And I drank. And then old dumbass Adam, you know Adam in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam and
He
Eve,
just
yeah.
followed. So he didn't stand up for righteousness.
So
Yeah.
Uncle Chapo started drinking.
Oh, you're drinking?
It's
I'm gonna
up.
drink too. Yeah.
He didn't even say it. He just got it. Oh, this is what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He never stood up. And so for 3 months, we were drinking again. I started smoking again. And I was hiding it from Donovan because at this time, Donovan's 18. Then one night, I'm outside with Saber, TJ, somebody else, and they had went to go get other stuff. And I'm sitting down drinking in the dark, smoking. He said, I know what you're doing. And I was like, go inside. It's none of your business. Go inside. And he's like, I know what you're doing. He said, come inside already. And I said, you are not the boss of me. And my kids don't disrespect me. I'm very strict and they're very respectful.
Right.
And he said, no. And they don't tell me no, do they?
No.
And he was like, no. I said, Donovan, I'm going to get up. You better take your ass inside. He said, no. I'm not dumb and I know what you're doing. He said, I have followed you my whole life. He said, if you want this life, he said, this is where I'll stop following you. Now remember, that's the only real love I ever knew was him.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now I lost my baby, and now he's telling me he's not going to follow or whatever. So I'm tripping. I still finished drinking. Next day, he didn't talk to me for 5 days. He was standing on big business, okay? And I just said, I'm done. There's no other life. What else am I going to do? My son's in love with the fall. Like, what am I going to do? Holy Spirit, help me. God, help me, you know? And I was just going through it so bad. And I finally said, I'm going to go back to the things of God. And Chapo said, I'm not. So I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm not. And so I gave him an ultimatum and told him, like, I've already prayed you in. I did that the first time. I'm not doing it again. And if you don't want to follow God and you don't want the things of God, then I want a divorce.
Yeah.
it's just gonna be easier, right?
Right.
This time around to be divorced than to have to live with somebody who's going back again, and I'm not gonna do it. And so, thankfully, we had a meeting with our pastors, and I told him, if you don't show up to that meeting, because he said, I ain't gonna go meet with nobody. I said, then I'm filing for divorce. And I actually went to my lawyer, Laura Castillo, and she's a good friend of mine. And she said, I'm not divorcing you. And I said, if you don't divorce me, somebody else will. And you know I'm not going to win. So you better, you know?
Yeah.
And so, anyways, thankfully, he started coming back to church with me. And I will say this, like, it was harder to get, like, back on or right. I don't know.
Yeah,
when
I
you
feel like
fall
it
off.
is harder to get back on the saddle.
Yeah,
it is.
it's weird, right?
It is, and it's crazy because you know the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I understand it 100% completely. Like, you know the way, you know how to do it, and people think, "Oh, I know how to get sober again."
Yeah, same horse, same
I've
saddle.
lost-
It's just
I've lost 50 pounds and I gained it, but I can lose it again. It's harder because it's a mental game at that point.
that's
It's
so
very
good.
mental.
That analogy is so good,
You know, it's very mental,
and I think it's in any area of your life, right?
it is, and that's whether you're quitting anything, quitting smoking or quitting cheating or quitting alcohol or drugs. You fall in, and then you're like, "Oh, I know how," but
Yeah.
you really don't know how. I mean, it's harder.
Or it's just harder. I feel like the it's just steeper.
Yeah,
you know?
because you've already been on top of the mountain. You don't want to climb that sucker again, even though you know the way.
So you become lazier, lethargic, complacent.
Yeah, you start taking
You
the
became-
long way up the mountain instead of taking
or
the
just
hard.
chilling in the middle of the
Yeah.
mountain. You're really not, making any
Exactly.
moves. But at least you're not down there, is what you think, And
Right.
it's self-deception,
Right.
Like, for me, it was like that. Like, I'd stopped drinking, then I started again. Or I stopped smoking, then I started again. And it's roller coastery.
Yeah,
It's very roller coastery. And it's just like, that's not even like something you want to do. Like, for instance, I mean, you don't mind, right, that I use any of you as an example?
No.
So, like, I mean, what did you say earlier? We'll
About-
tell of that.
When we're talking outside.
No, in here. Can
Oh,
we
when
talk
I-
about that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Yeah, when I
okay.
started going to church and everything, kind
Yeah.
of stopped everything, and yeah, that was just the move. It spoke with me. Started going to church. I cut everything negative out. That time I was having nightmares, like constant nightmares.
That's why
and-
you went to church?
Well, that was like I was
Part of
going.
it?
I started in October and I was on and off, and then I stopped in December, and then the nightmares came more and more and more. And every time I woke up, I'd like scream myself out of sleep. So I felt like it was like a spiritual battle.
Yeah, it was
like
torture.
Something was
Yeah, it was
going
torturing
on.
you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I felt it, and then I finally made my decision in January. I'm not cutting back no more. I'm going to church, and I started going to church. Stopped smoking. Stopped
Did the
drinking.
dream stop?
The dream they got better. And I remember the last time that this happened, I was asleep in my room, and there's a bathroom in there, and I always leave my bathroom door open.
Yeah.
So I was asleep, and I had like sleep paralysis, and that's whenever you're awake,
Yeah.
you see everything around you.
that's
Yeah.
the scariest
And I
shit.
felt something right there, and like they were grunting at me, like they were growling, like they
Oh,
were
yeah. It was
pissed off,
demonic, bruh.
mad.
Yeah.
It
And
was
then-
demonic.
But they like ran towards my bathroom and they slammed the door, and I woke up. And when I woke up, like I felt scared, but I felt okay.
Yeah. So good. Okay. So now, this is what I'm getting at. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
you stopped.
Yeah,
You were inclining. Things were going great.
Mm-hmm.
You stopped.
yeah.
Right? Why haven't you just jumped back on?
I want to, like something in me.
See, wait, real quick,
wants to.
real
Yeah.
quick, wait. Do you know that that's the same in everyone? A lot of people are too wuss to admit that. But
Yeah.
the truth of the truth is that desire and that want to be right, to be free, to be healed, to be healthy, to be in peace, to have joy, to not be depressed, to have more, to be prosperous, all those things, to be mentally right, just to be strong in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants that because we're born with that, right?
Right.
But why is it so hard to do and put the action into what we actually want?
Exactly.
Is that not weird?
Yeah, it is weird, and it makes
you
it
versus
difficult.
you thing. It's
Yeah.
a mental thing. I feel like it's really a mental
Well, I want to
battle.
always say that mental is right because your mind controls.
Uh-huh.
but it's spiritual if you look at it spiritually.
Absolutely.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so, like, for me, when I fell off, right?
Right.
When I got back on, when I just said 3 months, it was literally 3, maybe 4. I was like, I hate this. I hate this feeling again. I even hate this. You know what happened is I honestly felt, and you tell me, because you've both been through this. I felt like such a loser. I felt like, damn.
You feel like,
It's like you're betraying
yeah.
yourself in a way. It's like, bro, you did all this, you're saying all this, and I look at you, you're just back at it.
It's because I think it's you learn to love yourself
When you're doing good.
when you're doing good.
Yeah.
You really learn to love yourself. And it's crazy how you didn't realize how much you hated yourself.
At where you were at.
Yes, and then you just realize, yo, I'm learning to hate myself again. Because you didn't
willing
know.
to hate yourself.
Yeah,
again.
you're willing to.
Heavy.
You're
How
self-willing to
twisted
hate.
is that, though? Is that we hate it, and what we hate, we'll go back to.
Yeah. And
It doesn't make no sense.
And I think
No.
it's because it's just like a normal route, like something that we're.
You want me to tell you the word?
What's up?
Familiar.
Familiarity.
Say it again.
Familiarity or something like.
There you go.
Familiarity.
Familiarity.
Yeah.
Familiarity.
Yeah.
You're familiar. It's what you know.
Yeah.
Where was I raised? What did I do?
That's all you know.
Have you lived that life before? We talked
Right.
about the Lord, right?
Yeah.
You've lived that life for how long?
Years.
So that's become
Years.
comfort.
That's all you know.
That's become comfort, even though it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
It's become the normal. It's become life. It's become what you do, and that's a lie. It is a freaking lie from the pits of hell.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I will tell you this: that it's been now. Let me see, 2011, 2012. So how many years is that? We're in 2025.
13.
13
So
years.
13 years ago is when I backslid. It's still been a mission to get back where I was, because I cuss now.
Right.
Again.
You know what's crazy is that you say that you backslid, because I remember I was 2012 when I had went to college, and I came down one time and met you in Portales, and you took a shot with me, and you never did that, but you played it off.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I didn't know that, you know.
Oh yeah, I was backslidden. I was
Yeah.
in the mix again. And it was so crazy that in those 4 years when I gave my life to God, and it was hard, bro. Like, to just stay on and get plugged in and fight all those things, those temptations and all those things, and forgive yourself and forgive people and move forward, right? And the minute I backslid, and the minute I said, okay, back to the world, everyone was there again.
Yeah.
Family, the friends
Oh
again.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're the, you know what's crazy is when like, for example, I stopped drinking for a couple, like 9 months, you know.
Okay.
Well, and
That's
then-
amazing. 9 months is a big deal.
Well, and then everybody, when I started to come back, they were like, I miss this Rick. And I'm like,
They told me that too.
you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And they're like, I miss this Rick. And I'm like, why didn't you like the other Rick?
But
You
what?
know I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. The disciplined one, the healed one, the one that's actually going somewhere, the sober Rick. So is it so weird that people are comfortable seeing you drowned?
Yeah, but you know why? It's because they're drowning themselves.
So it only looks-
misery
Now
loves
that-
company.
That's
right?
what they're familiar with. So they're comfortable with you being in the same spot that they are.
Well, it's at the end of the day, and I think, I mean, it depends on who you are, but once you're like doing good and you're on top, you want to see other people on top.
Right.
But once you're on the bottom, come down here, please.
Yeah.
I don't want
We've
I don't
been-
want you on this pedestal, because you are better than me right now.
Right.
I don't want that, because it makes me feel really low.
But you know what's crazy is that those people that you're talking about are down there. They actually want to do what you're doing.
They just don't
They
have
have the balls.
Exactly.
Right.
Because it takes a lot.
It
So
does take
instead
a
of
lot.
missing the old me, why don't you miss the new you? Like,
Oh, that's good.
Find that
You know
new
what I
you.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
like
though.
find it. Like, then you're not gonna worry about missing the old me,
Yeah.
because you're
That's
gonna be
deep.
too worried on focusing
so
on
good.
finding that new person that you should
Miss the new you.
be. Yeah, miss the new you. Miss that person before you miss the old me.
Yeah, miss the new you.
Yeah.
Miss that.
And
Yeah.
that goes back to like looking at another person's plate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're looking at this plate when your plate is empty, and you're like, damn, come on, bro, your food's gone.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, now with saying all that, it's kind of like plot twist right now, but it's like within saying all that and knowing that people are drowning and people are in being deceived and people are in darkness and people need help and all that. Why can't we just get our shit together to help them and rise up? Why are we still struggling with, for instance, you?
Right.
I know my issues, right? So I can tell you exactly what I'm still having those issues, right? Like, why is it so hard for me to stop cussing? Why is it so hard for me to discipline my body and lose weight? I've already given up alcohol and drugs.
The other
Do you see
hard
what I'm saying?
stuff,
It's a battle, and I think it's a battle with the enemy. And you told me this before. You said that, you know, people like us are doing better. We're chosen. So when we live right and we lead, that we're not just gonna bless ourselves. We're gonna take others with us. You know what I mean? So I think that's why it's so hard, because even when you're on top, the biggest battle's coming.
Yeah.
You know
it's
what
not
I mean?
over.
The devil's not gonna sit here and chase the dude down in the dumps. I got this guy.
I feel like, you know, when the Holy Spirit tells me, like, he gives me, and I don't know what these are called, but the visuals, right? That's how I learn. But it's like when you said, like, the big, whatever, the battle's coming. I feel like I'm playing, like I'm Mario. You're stage 4.
Yeah,
But then now you're up the castle. And what's coming?
Yeah.
Bowser. Do you know what I'm saying?
Before your biggest reward comes your biggest test.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
so, like, for me, it's just like, this has to be my mission, right? This has to be within myself. I've got to get it together because there's so many people that I can bring with me.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
you could bless them.
So there's
You
so many
know
I can
it,
bless. Yeah. So many people that I can encourage.
Right.
So many people that I can show them, like, hey, you don't have to walk in darkness anymore. Your mistakes don't define you. You know, God does love you and he forgives you and he loves you and you can do better. And if you want that business, you can have that business. If you want, you know, whatever it is, for restoration for yourself, you know, and to redeem yourself.
Right.
The Father is the Redeemer and he can do that for you, you know. I know I was talking to Ricky within this last couple of weeks and we had been talking about him coming to church. And now maybe you'll understand why church for me is such an important part. A lot of people say, like, you don't have to go to church to have a relationship with God. Facts. A lot of people say, like, well, churches are all twisted and whatever. Yeah, and so are the bars, and so is half of your family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can always find an excuse, right? Or some people say, like, you know why? I don't feel like church is so important, blah, 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 whatever. But the truth is, Andre's calling me right now. Answer or not to answer
No.
on the podcast.
No.
And so, I want to answer so bad right now. It's such a distraction. And so, what was I just saying
It was
about us? Like, oh, I was talking to you about church,
Yeah.
or whatever. And it's like, I mean, I'll just say it. I know you don't get offended. So, Ricky's doing his Thug Thizzle, bro. Ricky's out here he's really shaking.
Yeah.
He's really making moves. He's really ambitious.
I see it.
He's really focused.
Yeah.
He's made some major change in his life. You agree, right? And he's hungry.
Yeah. And you can
To
feel,
say the
you can feel
least.
that energy.
You can definitely
Yeah.
feel that energy, right?
Yeah.
And it's like everything's going for him and everything's in his direction. And the Holy Spirit's giving him ideas and plans and all these things that I can see. But from a spiritual stance, me looking on the outside in, right? In the natural, it's like, boom, boom, he's going. Go, boy, go. But spiritually, it's like, it doesn't matter how far he goes. He's still missing the piece
main
of the
thing.
puzzle.
Yeah.
The piece of the puzzle. The piece of the puzzle, you know what I'm saying?
That's
He's
heavy.
still missing that. And that has been, like, for him, he's so disciplined in every area. And literally, he motivates me. He encourages me. He, what's another word? He,
influence.
influences me. He's been resilient at what he does. Bro, who wakes up at 4 a.m. to run 20 freaking miles?
Yeah. Nah, I
I
agree
did
with
that.
you. Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
Do you get what I'm
And,
saying?
Yeah,
He's disciplined.
yeah, yeah. he's on
Disciplined,
it.
bro. Motivated. On a mission. No, I don't care who calls him. Nobody's stopping him. He's like, I can't go until I've got to, I got to go run.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter.
And that's
Like,
big.
If he would just have that same, even a little bit of that same energy
Yeah,
and that mindset when it comes to sitting in church, stop what you're doing,
yeah,
make that a priority. It would unlock.
the door's right there.
When I say power, when I say he's been using a little outlet, iPhones. See, this is how I learned. Regular outlet. Then you have the which ones?
Yeah,
The fast.
Yeah, the lightning
Yeah,
charger.
Does it make a difference in your life or not? The lightning charger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it boosts it up.
I mean, you get
That's
the
for
other one,
sure.
you're there for 15 minutes and it says 7%. You get a lightning charger, you're there for 15 minutes, it's 78%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like faster, right?
Right.
So it's like he's his worst own enemy.
Right.
We can't even blame the devil.
yeah,
Yeah.
You're in your own
He's
way.
literally his worst own enemy right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And this is what's trippy and sad is that focus on him right now, okay? Everyone on Ricky. I'm not even gonna look at him. Do you know, Ricky, that it's wrong?
Absolutely. I know what I'm missing, and I know I can do better, and I should do better. But it's crazy because I feel like, as humans too, like we're all disciplined in one
Yeah.
thing or another.
Yeah.
Whether you could be disciplined to go sit at the damn bar every day after work.
yeah,
That's a
facts.
discipline.
That's true.
Facts.
Yeah.
But it's where do you alter that discipline? Now I got all this going on and running and trying to start up Grind and Grow, and if I push that discipline towards the Father as well, because there's time for it. I got time for running. I got time for work. I got time for that. She's right. Like I think everything would. She told me the other day, like Grind and Grow is gonna work for you. She's like, but with the Father, it's gonna work 10 times faster. You're doing it alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She said, you're doing it alone. You do it with the partner, the Father, the Almighty. It's 10 times faster. You're not going to wait till 40 years old till this thing blows up.
Yeah.
You're going to wait for a year or two.
Yeah.
Which, and I want to take that back to you because your business, Mama E's food truck, Mama E's catering, and I know you speak to me in that way because of what it's done for you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we haven't dove into that yet. We still good on time?
Yeah. We're good.
All right. We haven't dove into that. And I know you've always had a passion for cooking, right? Feeding people. You love food.
Eating.
Trying your own dishes.
Getting high off my own supply.
Yeah,
you go.
exactly. So like, I want to take it back to
Chan, you don't want a cookie, bro? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll take a cookie.
Yeah, I know you will. Take one. Hey, try that. Which one do you want to try? And I'll tell you which one it
banana
is.
pudding.
Which one?
The banana pudding. Are you down for the banana pudding, or do you want, or do you like? What is your thing? Do you like strawberry or do you like banana?
I like strawberry banana. I mean,
Okay, well I'm not giving you two. Damn it!
I'll say banana. Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be that one. I think on. Let me see. That don't have red in it, huh?
No.
No, that's the banana.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one.
Yeah.
See what it's about, bro. Huh?
Hey, and when you get it, sorry guys, pause. When you get it, you open it and then cut it in half first, okay?
Okay.
I need you to eat it right.
Okay, I got
Like
you.
do good, okay?
Got you.
You have to do some food reviews or something.
Yeah.
One time, we'll just go
Let's
and
do
just do a
He was
smorgasbord.
talking about that
Food
earlier.
reviews
He was
with
like,
Mama
yeah,
E.
we need to do a food review. I was like,
We
shit.
should go like late night hype and go get like food trucks. I'm just watching you. Go ahead.
That'd be
And
dope.
then just
Let's
come
do
and
it.
be real though. Like we're not fixing to, we're not sparing feelings,
They can cut it out.
That's really, really good. It's like banana pudding, but like a cookie. It's really good.
Damn, why'd you tell him to get that one?
That's
There's more.
Trying to get
There's
that.
more. There's more.
All right, so
I think
back,
there should be one more. So
back
anyways,
to
food
Mama
truck.
E's. Yes, okay. So I want you to give the backstory because I know the backstory.
Okay.
You were selling out of kitchens using
Yeah.
my dad's Facebook.
Yeah.
Um,
So we were broke. We were going to church, and Chapel worked hard, but one income, and we didn't have enough for anything else. So after church, sometimes we didn't have enough money to eat after church. Have you ever been that broke?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I have.
so it sucks, bro. It sucks. And so I honestly, I didn't know what else to do. I had just gotten Maya, you know, like a little bit. And so she was still little and I wasn't going to leave her anywhere to go work.
Right.
And so I actually just did what the Father gave me, what I knew how to do. I just used it, which was cooking. And so someone came and asked me, I didn't even think about it. A lady from church came and asked me, she said, hey, I know you're always making food, because I would make food at the church and did all that. And I ran there. Look how good God is. Never ran a business. I went to ninth grade. Ninth grade.
Education.
Failed ninth grade. Education, yeah. And I didn't know how to run a business. I'd never done anything like that. Never done computers, anything like that. And at the church, I started managing their food truck. We got a food truck so we could feed the people that were doing 3 services, and we're making burritos and stuff.
Yeah.
So I learned in them 3 years how to order, how to weigh, how to, I mean, I'm not going to lie and say like selling dope and all that didn't help me, you know, in a little
You
bit
knew
with
how to run a business.
mathematics.
Yeah.
You know, how much is an ounce and how
I
much
better
is
sell an ounce of chicken.
yeah. I mean, literally same thing, different concept. And so, I did the food truck and I started learning how to manage. I started learning all these things. And so whenever I was at home, I was already cooking and people were tasting my food there. And this lady said, hey, do you mind cooking for me? She said, cooking for me for dinner and I'll pay you. And I was like, oh no, I only make Mexican food, girl. You know, like I make spaghetti and stuff like that. But no, she's like, no, we don't care. We work all the time. This lady had money, right? And she's like, and I'll pay you. She would literally pay me $25 for 2 plates for her and her husband. And that $25 paid for our dinner every night. So she would give me the $25 and I was able to make food for me and my family for free.
Yeah.
So then that
Heavy.
gave Chapo extra money because now he doesn't have to pay for dinner every night or groceries. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? What it entailed of or whatever.
Right.
And so then it became she told someone and then someone told someone. And by the time you know it, full blown selling 20 plates out of my house a day. Then 50 plates out of my house a day. So between 30 and 50 plates a day. And we'd sell them for $10. And so do the math.
Yeah.
I was pocketing sometimes $50 a day. And, you know, after paying for everything, right?
Right.
Because it's expensive. So even $50 a day. Do the math 5 days a week. Bro, I was balling.
Yeah. For real,
You know?
Yeah.
And so we did really well. I was pushing it all over Facebook. And I didn't know that it was against the law. I didn't know that you can get in trouble. And then some hater.
Reported you, bro.
It broke me, bro. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It hurt me.
Yeah. I remember that.
I was doing everything for the Lord.
You know what's crazy too? I feel like I remember seeing that on Facebook too. You know what I mean? It's like I followed your
sorry.
journey.
Yeah.
Like, you know, without actually knowing you, but I feel like I've seen that because I remember you talked about it. You know,
I was hurt,
reported
man.
me.
Why? Why would someone want to wish bad on somebody so bad? Even if I was breaking the law and I didn't know. That's the honest to God truth. I didn't know.
Right.
Why would you go to that extreme to call and report on? I don't know. And I just have a thing about snitches. I'm just gonna be honest. So I would never. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was like, I just couldn't understand how I had given my life to the Lord. I was doing everything right. Now I'm hustling for the right reasons to give my son a vacation because we never, up until then, we had never been on vacations like that. And it was just like, I just wanted more for us as a family. And I wanted to be able to go eat after church if we wanted to, you know, and I wanted to be able to, but you know, just whatever. And somebody reporting me, and I remember saying I was done. I remember saying I'm done. And then I don't know who it was, but people were just like, do not, Facebook. I freaking love Facebook people. You know, just like you can find 1 or 2 sorry people, you can find a lot more good people.
Right.
And they encouraged me, man. I just told them, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to sell plates anymore, you know. And they were just like, don't you let it stop you, blah, 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 this and that. And I literally still remember it was 257 or 2 something in my bank. And my cousin Horse, you know Horse, right?
Yeah.
He was like, nah, cuz you could do this, da da da, woo, woo. And his wife, actually, her mom saw this food truck or knew the guy. I think, yeah, the wife, I think she was smashing him. Shout out, Wendy.
Shout out, Wendy.
I think she had smashed him, and he was like a lawyer or something. Anyways, and she said, like, you know, he'll give you a really good deal, blah blah blah, whatever, whatever. So Christina called me and she was like, "We're gonna pick you up. What are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing." She's like, "We're gonna pick you up and go show you this food truck." And I'd already seen like 10.
Yeah.
Bruh, you can show me 100 food trucks. I have zero money, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have any credit. I didn't have bad credit. I don't have no credit. Chop was barely getting his credit together. Like, we don't have that. I don't have a rich mom. I don't come from a rich family. I don't have like credit cards. I don't have anything.
Right.
Who's gonna let me borrow money for a food truck? You know, food truck costs like
Probably,
40,000,
yeah.
20,000. You know,
Yeah.
can't get a food truck for $5,000. I didn't have that anyway. Went and looked at the food truck in all of its glory. It was wrecked on a little bit in the front.
I was there with you. I drove your food truck back.
Yeah, but you weren't there the day we went.
Oh, no, I didn't. I went to go
yeah.
pick it up. Okay.
So check this out. So I look at the food truck and my cousin's like, "What do you think, cuz?" He's so excited. "You like it? You like it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot." And he's like, "Yeah, but do you like it?" And I'm like, "Yes, I like it." And he's like, "All right, cuz, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, cuz." And I'm like, "I think it's amazing, you know. Do you see yourself in here?" And he's like, you know, telling me, and I'm like, "I do, man. I think I could." And so I would like stand in front of the stove and I was like, you know, moving stuff. I was like, "What do you think? Do I look good in here?" And Christina's like, "Yes, you do, bitch. You do. You look so good, you know, whatever." And I said, let me pray in here. And I prayed, and then he went outside to talk to the guy, and he's like, "Cuz he's asking for so and so much." I was like, "Just tell him you'll call him, you know, whatever." And Horse was like, "All right, I'm gonna go talk to him." Way high. And I was like, "Just tell him, I don't know." So I'm in there praying again. I'm laying my hands on everything. I said, "Father, if this is from you, you'll make it easy. You know the desires of my heart. You know what I want."
Right.
But this was what I said. I said, I don't want it if you don't want it for me. I want whatever you want. Because
Right.
I've lived my whole life doing what I want. And it sucks.
Yeah.
I want whatever you want for me, God, you know? And I prayed. And he comes out there and he says, "Cuz people are calling him on the phone. Literally, because of the number there, people are wanting to come see it. Do you want it, cuz?" And I said, "Horse, I do want it. I do. Because I don't have the money." He's like, I know, cuz, but dang." And he goes back outside and comes back in. And I'm literally in the food truck every time he walks out. And I'm just like, "Father, you know, let your will be done, Lord. You'll make it easy. If it's not for me, I'm not tripping. I'm not going to be mad, upset."
Yeah.
Because I'd already went through everything, you know, with my baby dying and coming back to the Lord and everything. And I was just like, I don't care. I just want you, God.
Right.
I don't care about nothing else. And so he comes back in here and he says, "Cuz he took off so much thousands of dollars." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah," he says that if you get, and I was just like, I don't know, cousin. Like, I know, I understand. And I just knew that they were excited for me. They believed in me. And he turns to me and he tells me, Horse didn't go to church, you know, with me or anything. He just turns and he goes, "I believe in you, cuz. I believe that this is what God wanted for you." And I was just like, it's like confirmation, but I still don't got the money, right?
Yeah.
And he goes outside again. He comes back in and he says, "Do you want it?" And I said, "Yes." He goes, "I need to know if you really, really want it." And I said, "Yes." He goes, "All right, then I'm buying it." And I said, "What?" He goes, "I have the money." And I was like, "Wait, wait, wait, whoa, 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 wait. He's like, "Nah, cuz. You always do everything for everybody." I said, "I don't have the money." He was like, "I know." I said, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Just pay me back." And I was like, "I don't have no money to pay you back." He said, "Listen," and this is what his words were. To this day, he said, "I don't want you to pay me back. I just want you to pay me back. I don't want any interest." This is a lot of money. Thousands. Yeah. He said, "I don't want any interest." He said, "I don't want you to tell nobody. I don't need no shout out." He said, "And I don't even want free food. I just believe in you, cousin. Do
That's
your
love.
thing.
That's
Do your
crazy.
thing."
That's love.
And the next day, I still have the picture to this day. And he, I tripped out because it was a waddle of money, bro. I was so nervous. This guy went over there and he gave him cash money. And I was literally floored, stunned. October 5th, trip out on this. October 5th, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. October 5th, 2017.
2017. That was the money right there.
That was the money.
Yeah.
That was the money. That's a lot of money, bro.
It is.
That's a lot of money. Yeah, my cousin's the one who paid for it.
Shout out Horse.
Wow, yeah,
Shout out
shout out
Horse.
Horse, man. That's beautiful.
Shout out Horse.
Yeah,
God is
it just,
working.
Who would do that for you? Who?
It's hard to find anybody. to
Especially
do that for
family,
you.
bro. They be
Yeah.
burning each other.
Yeah. And
He just, that's the money.
You know what's crazy is I think that I want to point this out is, you know, they say to always believe in yourself. And you were hesitant, but God put Horse there to believe in you.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
He
You know
did.
what I mean? And
He
sometimes
did.
you need that.
He did. He did, man.
And you know, from the food truck itself, we know what we got now. I mean, it's self-explanatory what you do for the community, and I want
Yeah.
to shout that out too.
Yeah.
How much you do for the community, and it started with
Give
the
me a
food
second,
truck.
real quick. Give me a second. I gotta do this right now.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Horse.
Yeah.
I just wanted to call you and tell you that October, what I say it was? 4th?
Fourth,
October 4th,
2017.
2017. I have a picture right here. I'm doing a podcast. You're on live right now on the podcast. But anyways, I'm showing the stack of money that you gave. We're talking about the story, and I know that you hate that I always, you know, give you a shout out. But I just want to let you know that it's a really big deal what you did for me. I'll never forget that, and neither will God. It's huge that you believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. It's huge whenever you told me that you believed in me and that I could do it. And not only did you tell me that, but you backed it up with your money. And that's not normal. Nobody does that. And I just want to tell you from my heart, thank you so much. I love you and thank you.
Oh, you already know, cuz it's nothing but love, cuz I've always believed in you and I already knew. And we had to shut the haters up too, you know. Cause
That's
they
what
were
I'm talking
calling
about.
on
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Question really quick. I know you don't mind, do you?
No, I don't mind at all. Go ahead.
Quick question. Why did you put that money up like that?
No, just like you said, I believed in you. I already knew what time it was. I knew how you cooked. I knew how good it was, and I knew that it was going to be successful. And look at you now. You took off with it and ran with it. And,
That's beautiful.
You know, but I like to help people out. You know what I'm saying?
I know you
that's
do.
the heart that we have.
Yeah.
And everybody always tells me, like my mom would always tell me, you remind me of your tío Raúl, you know, and
That's
that's
my
your
dad.
dad.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, she said that he would always cook for everybody, and you know how he was.
Yeah,
So like, I take pride in that too, you know.
yeah. What's a big deal? And I just wanted to publicly say,
Shout out, man.
Oh,
Salute
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
big deal,
shout out
man.
Horse.
Shout
Because
out
without
Horse.
Thank you
Horse,
so much.
we wouldn't have Mama E's.
Yeah, no,
a
for
lot
real.
of y'all
for
wouldn't
real.
have played, you know, because you feed
Say it
everybody.
again.
I said
That-
none of us would be here right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that first blessing created so many other blessings.
Yeah, and it's a big deal because he said yes.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you know who told him to give it to me?
Who?
The Father.
Yeah.
Right.
The enemy will never, ever tell you to bless somebody. Never. That's not who he is. He's the father of robbing and thieving and
Right.
lies, you know? But God is the God of blessing and giving and helping. And so God was already using, you see how God was already in it
Yeah.
Yeah.
before I could even see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
He told Horse, he gave Horse the green light. Even if he didn't understand at that time,
That's what it
you know?
was.
He's like, I believed in you, yeah, but it was something in you bigger than you yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just a big deal. Anyways, Horse, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you.
Already love y'all too. Y'all have a good one.
Okay.
All right, peace.
It's crazy, right?
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Crazy.
But yeah,
I just
like,
had to, man. I just
That's
had
crazy.
to.
like
No,
Fav
that's
said,
beautiful.
it's crazy because that money right there absolutely blessed.
Yeah,
it's
and money is
everything. And
important. You have to have it.
It's just the way
Yeah.
you use it, right? But like the way you bless this community it's bar none. I honestly,
you.
and not
Yeah.
just because you're my aunt and I love you, but I don't think I've seen anybody do for this community like you have. And it's not because you're a politician or you're running for a sheriff or anything. It's because it's from your heart and it's what the Father told you to do. So I want to shout you out for that. And
Thank you.
And I know you're just getting started.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the thing.
Yeah, I feel
like you
feel that in
do,
my bones,
You do
too.
too much. I mean, you're giving people burritos, and I've seen you do stuff that people will never ever see in their entire life. You know,
Yeah.
and that's why you're so blessed yourself.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's beautiful.
I give all the glory to God. It started somewhere and somehow, and when I first started the food truck, like I said, like the blessing was already there. We paid that food truck off. It paid itself off in the first year.
Yeah.
And then in the second year, right, I was able to make a little bit of money, but then it paid for the other food truck, cash money,
Yeah.
no credit, 9th grade education, but a heart that a hustle that's in my heart.
Heart of
Yeah.
gold. Yeah.
And so, in those times when I didn't get paid myself in my pockets over 2 years.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd get $100 a week or whatever, but it always went back into there. But I never stopped giving. Tithe at church. I never stopped giving people. I never stopped helping. I never stopped giving away free food. This really, really rich guy, he said, you'd be a millionaire by now if you'd stop giving the way you do. I'm a millionaire in here. It's priceless.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Your wealth and his wealth is a lot different.
Yeah, it's so
Right.
different, so different. And so throughout the years, it's just been a testament of God's love, his faithfulness, and I always used to think they were my desires, like, God, the desires of my heart. But then the Holy Spirit was like, those are God's desires. He's the one who put them in your heart. He created you. Duh. He knows what he put in your heart and what it was for, So Mama E's isn't just a regular food truck. It's actually a ministry.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's a ministry, We've got to pray for people. We've got to bless people. We've got to put food in people's fridges. We send money to Venezuela, to Mexico. We help. One of my hearts is the foster kids, CYFD. We get to do the free spring breaks,
Yeah.
all that takes money, man. All of it
Thanksgiving.
takes money.
That's
Thanksgiving.
huge.
Yeah.
I love that you do that
Yeah.
because not a lot of people have family around
Yeah.
here.
And it's very inspiring.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
To
it really
give.
is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That-
I feel like I haven't. I mean, not in an ugly way, but I feel like I haven't done enough. I feel like I need to concentrate sometimes on doing more. But I also feel like the Father has. It's not on me. I can't save the world, right? I'm not. Like no superhero. I believe, like even in talking with y'all guys, here today, I believe that there's something in you that you offer, Fabian, that I can't. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I believe that there's something in Ricky that he offers that I don't. There's something in him that, that he offers that I don't. And if we all have the same outlook and heart and thrive,
Right.
imagine you're saying like it's a lot to give, you should give. Well, you guys should be giving with me.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I could do a lot more. We could do a lot more
Together.
together.
Honestly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say the haters hate from the bottom and the winners collaborate at the top.
We
Yeah.
lock arms and then start climbing.
I mean, and even that right now, the wheels are turning. Are they turning on y'all?
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
absolutely.
Because I feel like we should do something big.
Yeah,
grand.
and this
Yeah.
is just a start, because me and you always talk. Like I feel like you guys have something that y'all need to do with this.
Yeah.
With like you need to co-host with him, or like we talked about, we need to get you in the kitchen. Let's whip up, get some people out
Let's
here
get
to eat
some
your
stuff
food.
And we've
Fine.
been wanting to do so much for so. I've had
yeah.
this with him,
Yeah.
and this is like a divine appointment that I would say, like this is had to happen, and it's a big deal that I'm here because there's some things that need to be said here. There's some things that are going to muster up in here, some ideas,
Yeah.
some things that we couldn't do on our own, you know?
Yeah, it's that we're brainstorming. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
big, man.
We're all a different puzzle piece to make this beautiful picture.
And we all bring something different to the table.
Yeah.
Everything, like
Yeah.
like Thanksgiving would suck with just turkey. I'm the turkey. I'm built like a turkey.
I'm mac
So
and
I'm the
cheese.
turkey.
Yeah, I think
You're
I'm the
mac
mashed
and-
potatoes.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I
But-
like mashed
So
potatoes.
can he just be the white bread?
A little bit of flavor with the white bread, right?
But I mean that is right because I'm trying to do my thing with Grind and Grow. We're gonna grow 5 Spot. You know what I mean? We're gonna grow his media.
Yeah.
And we're always gonna grow Mama E. You're growing
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But we're gonna promote each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's very important.
Yeah.
I feel like that's very
It's
important.
these huge worlds grinding and growing on their own and then coming together and just making a more beautiful world.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I feel like at the end the main thing would be giving God glory in everything that we do, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And all different lifestyles, all different walks, whatever. But being able to give Him glory. That's what I was telling Ricky. I was like, we're grinding and growing and glorifying God while we do it.
Yeah.
It just had a little.
We got something cooking up with that too.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I'll
But,
tell you about that one. Yeah.
For sure.
But do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like together, we could really, and I feel like so many people are in competition. Going back to that. That's why I don't do the food truck battles anymore. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. Their concept of it is so fun.
Yeah.
But I had so much hate behind it, and people are still gonna hate. But I don't want people to think that I think that I'm better than them
Right.
Yeah.
in that sense because I won. Because bro, I swept.
Oh, we
You
know.
heard me?
Yeah.
When I came in and I swept. but I mean, what do you get? You get to brag, a little
Right.
bit. Like I want to say that about like what I do for the
But you
community.
show love, and I've seen you like on Snapchat or some social media where she'll go to another restaurant or food truck
Yeah.
and she'll review it.
I got mad love for. There's some that I don't
Because
really
there's-
mess with because I don't. But because they're the not.
They're the oppositions.
No, even know. They're not my ops. I'm their op. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it's just they don't got that love in their heart like
for
you do.
me, and they don't have it for me, so I'm not gonna go
And
show
they just
fake
ain't
love back.
found it yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But like Austin Tarin,
Yeah.
his is called
The press box.
the press box.
Yeah.
Man, I've always shown love to him.
Yeah.
Before he even had that, he called me one time, and I like that. He's not intimidated,
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's
yeah,
a
he
really
is.
good dude.
He called me one time, and I think he's still in high school or.
No. He's already graduated.
No,
but
before, but I'm saying
He
before.
was in college when he started. Yeah.
So he started just doing plates at home.
yes.
And so
Same thing. Yeah.
So he brought me like a few of them so I could try out. I remember when he first started, and so it was cool. He was like, "I really want you because you're Mama E," and he was like, "You're basically like the queen of the food trucks." You started
Right,
this,
right.
whatever. And now look at him.
yeah.
That dude is whip. I mean, he has some good food for real. Have y'all ever?
Yeah.
had his
Oh,
stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, he's. Say it again.
I was saying he's always selling out too. So
Yeah.
He's doing really well. And then another food truck is Nancy's Sinaloa hot dog. It's over on the south. She had a little cart, bro.
Yeah.
Started off with the cart.
Yeah, she had a little cart. I want to do something for food trucks, man. Like just like something in Hobbs. I don't know.
Maybe that's something we could cook up to where like one weekend we'll get together and vlog a food truck.
Man, don't play.
yeah,
Or just
that'd
go
be
to
dope.
all the different ones, you know what I'm
You know
saying?
what
And
I'm
say,
saying? And
hey, y'all
just-
guys, welcome over here. Nancy Sinaloa hot dogs. She got the best woo 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 woo. I'm down.
Yeah,
You know?
and then you grab some and
Then go hit another one.
film, boom, and it's just showing love because when you show love, you
Because
gonna
let me
get
tell you,
love.
that's needed,
Yeah.
bro. That's so good.
It
That's so
is.
good, Rick. I like that concept. I'm excited about that. You just lit me up. But
Yeah.
so she had a little, like literally, have you seen those like little metal?
Like that paleta dude.
Yeah, but it was kind of like that, bro. Not to that, but it was just like that. And
Yeah.
she was wind, sleet, snow, rain, heat.
Just pushing it.
out there.
And then she got enough to buy her little canopy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She, and making hot dogs, bro. And now she does like, man, her chicharron tacos, fire. Her asada, fire. Now, she got her a food truck. She's
Yeah.
out there hustle mode, man.
That's beautiful.
I'm trying to think of who else. Lord, don't let me. I mean, there's a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, that are out here grinding.
Yeah.
Food trucks, that some have come and went, and there's some. Fat's Kitchen, he's not even from here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's killing the
saying
game
his
right
name.
now.
He's killing the game, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, he got that season. I'm not gonna lie, he does. He does good, and he does everything. I mean, he can attest to it. Not me on here showboating or whatever, but I went and helped him. The food truck that he has now. You ask him the story about it. I called one of my homies and said, "Hey, woo 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 woo," and got him in connection so he could have a food truck.
Nice.
When he's needed help in the past, Donovan's went and helped him, just encouraging him. I don't push them as much as probably I could because I'm just too busy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I have before. It's just love, you can feel the love back.
Yeah.
So like homeboy, from Fat's Kitchen, Chris, he's shown love, Austin, again, he's always been just cool, and shown love. there's just a lot of them, here in Knobs. Now, there's been people, and I remember Chris, he had posted one time. He was like, I don't care what y'all say about me. So I'm sure you'd heard some stories. He was like, she's not a hater.
Yeah.
Because he saw it firsthand. I'm not. I think people are intimidated. And they think that, that maybe because you're in the same. If you're a realtor, and you're another realtor,
Right.
If
But
you're,
that's just, they see you as a lot of people will see you as competition.
there you go.
That's all it is.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
just the way it's a dog eat dog world. So
Yeah. That's what I think. And so, anyways, moving forward from that, did the food truck and now we're just pushing. I have 2 food trucks, and then I just bought T Streets building. Mm-hmm. So that'll transition into my home base.
You got a walk-in establishment.
Yeah, walk-in, brick and mortar, yeah.
Brick and mortar, that's awesome.
Hey, we're gonna have to get
Yes.
up in there with some.
Hey, we need to make that big. Like, I'm with it.
So we'll discuss the plans, but I'm telling you right now, y'all know how Mama E does.
Yeah.
And baby, when I say it's gonna be free, I'm telling you, we're gonna feed a whole lot of people. I'm talking about music, band. I'm talking about I need production team. I need DJ. I need like, you know why? Because I did not do it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to give God all the glory because it's His. Mm-hmm. Do you know when I got that place? This is just a little bit, because I haven't really put it out there like that. I'm just on, a little Facebook post, but I only had the money that we keep working the money with, $5,000 maybe that I had set aside.
Right.
And I just started building my credit, because remember I didn't have credit. Mm-hmm. I never had a job.
Yeah.
I never had anything, So my credit was already good. I'd never bought anything on my own before. Mm-hmm. Shout out JP Stone Bank, Ruth Ann, Robin at JP Stone Bank. Shout out, because those people went to work for me.
Yeah.
The favor of God, it don't matter who says no. If He says yes,
It's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen, guaranteed.
That's
and I had already went to go look at other places and whatever, and it was crazy money, 600,000 and whatever. And when I walked in, I saw it on Facebook, and I didn't even know the lady who was selling it, Talisa, and we had worked together before. They'd helped me before. Mm-hmm. Long story short, God showed out. He did His big one, man. He showed me. He doesn't have to prove anything to me.
Yeah.
All I had to do was be faithful and willing and obedient. Imagine if I'd have fell off.
Yeah.
Imagine if I wouldn't have got back on.
Then
That
people wouldn't
blessing
have.
it would have took longer for that blessing to happen.
The blessing would have never came.
Yeah.
You have to be on track, bro. You have to be there. You have to do.
That's
You don't get the results.
Yeah.
You don't get the results. You can't tell me that you can eat whatever you want and get skinny. You can't.
Right.
You can't tell me that right now you could go to Walmart and go say, let me pick up a check. You didn't work there.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. There's no results. It's the same thing with the Father. People want Tinkerbell, fairy dust, God to do that. It don't work like that, bro.
And that's deep, because when I started my journey of going to church, that's like the most peaceful I've felt in years. Like for years. Same thing, anxiety, dealt with it. Always trying to hustle up, always trying to do it my own way. And then when I first started going to church, gave everything up, kept on going, the blessings started coming. And they're still coming.
You're blessed with these bomb comfortable couches too.
Yeah, these couches. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a blessing. I didn't have nothing in this house. I didn't have couches.
Wow.
I didn't have nothing.
Wow.
And then they just kept on coming.
That's who my God is.
Yeah, he was taking care of me the whole time. I just
From the
I
littlest.
just had to listen. I just had to
Just be willing,
sit
man. Just be
down.
obedient.
Yeah,
Just do
honestly.
it. See what I'm saying? So why we gotta press harder. I gotta press in my own world spiritually. And you guys, I hope that this motivates y'all to even hear
does.
yourself talk.
It does.
Do you know what I'm saying? To say like, tomorrow's Sunday. Who's
That's
going to
the
church?
day. Yeah.
Who's going to church?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go. I'm going to church. That's me.
That's to go to have her on this pod. I'll be at church tomorrow.
Tell them about that. Tell them about
She
that.
said,
That's
"You want
the
me on the
one.
pod? You're at church Sunday." I said, I'm a man. I'm a man of my word.
There we
so.
go. That's dope.
But-
yeah, so we're going to church.
I wanted to say this, before like we wrap everything up or whatever. Like, I think that your story is very important and why we wanted you as a guest on here.
Yeah.
And like, I'm glad we had a lengthy podcast. Like, I loved it. We didn't want you
Yeah.
to skip a
This
beat.
is our longest episode.
You know what I mean? And I love it
Sheesh.
though, because I want people to understand what you came from to where you're at now. That no matter what you come from and no matter what you've been through and no matter what your past is like, what did you say that they told you when you walked into church?
Your mistakes don't define you.
Your mistakes don't define you, and that's important. That is the whole thing of this podcast. That's the whole thing of you as our guest, and that's what we want people to get out of this.
The fact you kept it so real.
Yeah, absolutely. Raw. And that's what we want. Yeah.
People, that's what they need,
Yeah.
you know? And you gave it to them.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate that, man. I mean, I'd like to say this for the most part is that I would like for people, when they hear my story, and just these are just little niblets of, of it, because we'd be here till next Sunday. But to get out of it is that you can. It's not too late. You're not dumb. You're worthy. You're valuable. God doesn't love Mama E more. He loves you exactly the same, even in your mess, even in your bad choices, even your mistakes. He loved me in mine. I still make mistakes, I'd like people to get away. I mean, like, if they had to get something out of this, I would like them to know, like, how important and how loved they are, and how much things can turn around for you, and how much things can really change for you if you're willing, if that's what you want, if that's what you
Desire.
if you desire that, you have to get up and get it, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't come easy,
You gotta take that step.
but it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it,
It is.
I'll tell you this right now. My daughter is let me see what time it is. It's 10:30. My daughter's working. She's working the food truck, and she told me last night, it's the food truck. It's only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And raising a teenage girl is not for the weak, And I'm always on her, and it's because I don't want my kids to have to ever taste that poison if you don't have to, And so I'm hard. And yesterday she just kept sending me, Thursday actually, and then yesterday she just kept sending me pictures and telling me, Mom, we need to make different snow cones, man. We need to push this. I'm gonna help Siobhan, the one who manages it. She has her, she's older. She's one of my friends, whatever. She has a lot going on. She's like, I need to take some of the load off of her, Mom. This is my 17-year-old daughter, and she says, and we need to push this more. And I come up with these snow cones, the Blue Yeti. She came up with the Hobbs Eagle.
I've
She
been
came
one of
up
that
with,
one. I seen
yeah,
that.
she came up with the beach, the sunset. I don't know. And she's just like, I was listening to her, and she's adopted, right? And I have beat myself up to make sure that my kids are good, because I failed them a lot,
Right.
But I push, and this is the honest to God truth. There's been, most of my walk with the Lord wasn't for myself, because I didn't love myself. I didn't believe in myself. The majority of it was for them, right? Now I'm learning to love myself, and I'm getting into this new season of loving myself,
Right.
and looking at myself different and saying that I am worth it, even though I made all those mistakes, because sometimes we're our worst own enemy, right? But when Maya was talking to me, so I got to the food truck, and she's out there, and she's like, Mom, and this is what we need to do. And she's super dramatic, right? And she's like, and this is what she goes, and we need to push it more, Mom. She goes, that way we can get more customers. We need more customers, Mom, so that way we can make more money. And when we make more money, then we can hire somebody else, and I can help manage this place, and I can do this, and that. And she's like saying, I have all these recipes, Mom, and this and that. And even just right now, like talking to y'all, like telling y'all about it, I'm just like, wow, like that. Like, I've instilled that in her.
It's beautiful.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's a hustler, man.
Yeah.
But for the good, for the good. And I've taught her that it's not too late for her. It doesn't matter the mistakes she's made, or like, she's good enough. It's in her room. You're chosen, you're loved, you're important, you're good enough. And if anybody would just listen to anything I have to say, because I have so much, you know, it's the longest podcast. It would be that, it would just be that, you know, like, don't not try it. Don't not go for it.
Yeah.
Don't not believe in yourself. Even if you don't love yourself yet. Even if you're not there yet. Even if you don't have the money. Even if you don't have the car. Even if you don't have the husband. Even if you don't have it. Just start believing God.
Yeah.
You know, he'll make it shake for you.
He will.
Just like he did for me, you know?
Yeah.
Now, even within within myself, having this building, I just walk in there sometimes, literally flabbergasted, bro.
Still feels unreal.
Yeah. And we're gonna wrap it up. I know we are, and I just want to say this again. A year and a half ago, my mom died, and it knocked the wind out of me. Worse than whenever my daughter died.
Right.
But this time around, when the devil came to me and the enemy said, "What happened to your God? I thought he was going to heal her." Remember last time I backslid?
Yeah.
I said he did. She's in heaven with him, healed. I was so much more confident, you know?
Beautiful.
And he said, "What happened? What happened?" And I said, "It doesn't matter what happened. God is who he says he is, period."
Right.
So my outlook, my mind, my everything just changed. And even though it was hurting me, right? So then when I get this place, I'm crying, weeping, and I'm just thinking about my mom and how proud she would be and how amazing it would be. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, God, you are so faithful. Imagine if I would have quit.
Yeah.
Imagine if I'd have felt like I was a failure when I backslid. Like, you're not shit. You backslid. You said what you weren't going to do, and you did it.
Right.
How embarrassing, you know? Or what if I would have never, what if when Chapo hit me, I just stayed down
Right.
and never got back up?
Right.
How about whenever I backslid and even Christians were treating me like I had leprosy? Because they did. People that I went to church with, not my pastors, people I went to church with were like, because I backslid. What if that would have made me quit? What if my family, who said they were my family, who loved me, and they're talking about me and used me and stole from me? What if that would have made me quit?
Right. You just kept pushing.
You can't quit.
Can't.
You got to just keep pushing, man. You got to keep pushing because it's bigger than what you think it is, you know?
Right.
That comes into tell with this. And I want to say this now that we're going to call it quits. But I want to say this first of all. I want to say, I'll say to Ricky first. You know, I know this, y'all brought me here and it's for me or whatever, but I just want to say, like, the grind and grow is definitely God-given. It's a really big deal what you're doing. It's a really big deal, the vision that he's giving you to see. And it's going to go so far, but you're going to have to make some change.
Right.
And let him be the lead. Sometimes in life, we, because of our backgrounds or our raisings or what we've seen or the struggle, makes us not depend on people. We depend on ourselves. And that's completely opposite of what the Bible says. The Bible says that we're supposed to depend on the Father. So we get in a different position and you start driving. Right. And it becomes heavier and it takes longer, right? So I wanted to say this to you is just that, just like within myself, you're going to have to reach and press harder. And it's more than, the race. It's about your spiritual race, and you're just going to have to tap in. And when you do, it's a wrap. Like, it's a wrap. And so I believe in you.
Thank you.
100% endorse. I endorse it. I'm here for it. Grind and grow. It's huge. And I can't wait to collaborate with you and do some things. And I see the vision too.
Thank you.
And I'm proud of you, man.
That.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your growth. I'm proud of how much you've grown mentally and emotionally, physically, and now spiritually. It's time to tap in for real, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And so congratulations, man.
Yeah.
I'm here to see it. And
I'm proud of you too. And you lead from a driver's seat. We all lead people. You're one of my leaders.
Well,
so
thank
I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. And Fav, I told you, you know, when I got here, when I was driving over here, I was saying, like, this dude just has his hand in everything. Like, low key, you're kind of goloso. Do you know what that means?
I don't.
Like, you're greedy, bro. Like, you just you're in everything, which is a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
I've seen your perseverance. I've seen your fight. I've seen you not quit. I've seen you you're just in everything, and you're gonna make it work no matter what. And that speaks volumes. You don't have an ounce of quitter in you.
Appreciate that.
Like you went from glory to glory to glory, basically. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're just doing it, bro.
Yeah.
Like now, look, the setup is crazy. I'm excited about a real spot for you. I'm believing that with you for you. This is cool. This is like legit, you know?
Yeah.
And so keep going. Don't stop. And for all of us, you know, I feel like one of the things that we need to leave here with is like no more complacency.
Right.
Because we get too complacent.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? We got to make moves. And I believe that this is going to be a tag team. I believe that we're going to level up. I believe that there's going to be more people, you know, that are going to get in on this.
Right.
And we're going to really make some boss moves in Hobbs.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm excited.
I'm excited
do it.
too.
Let's do it.
Let's do
Yeah.
it. That's what it
This
is.
is great, man. It was a great experience. I mean, and I want to give a big shout out to
Chandler.
Chandler,
Yes,
the
sir.
man.
Chandler man.
Yeah, he did his Stuck Dizzle over here. I am married, Chandler, because the way you ate that cookie and looked at me, it wasn't right.
Hey, hold on now, Chandler.
I just ate this cookie. It was banana pudding inside a cookie.
I ate Mama E's cookie. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Settle down there, Chan. Settle down. Yeah, but y'all see the way he was looking at me? I don't think y'all went. I don't think y'all saw that. He took a bite and he was like, "It's good." And then he said, no, hold on. Let me tell you how he said it, because I watched you. He said, "It's good." And then he looked at me and goes, "It's real good." I was like, yeah, I know. I know, Chan. I know, Chan. Yeah, it was experience, man. It was amazing.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, honestly, we appreciate you, you know, giving us your time, giving us your full you, sitting with us. You know, it was very inspiring for me. You know, I'm pretty sure it was inspiring for you as well. And I just know that this episode alone is going to speak to a lot of people, you know, and just I'm looking forward to whatever blessings are ahead of you. And I'm really, really looking forward to what we can do together.
Me too.
Because I know we can just make something.
We're a powerhouse, bro.
Yeah, we are. And that's what I'm really, really looking forward to.
Yeah,
and,
me too.
You know, again, thank you for giving us your time, coming over here, it being so late, and it's not a problem that this went on as the longest episode, because all of this was just gems on gems on gems. You know,
Thank you,
it's
man. I
things that we
appreciate
needed
that.
to hear.
I appreciate that, man. And if anybody still stayed watching this long to the end, you're the freaking true VIP, bro. Because
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah. Hey, that was a good one though.
How long did we talk?
I kept you going for 2 hours and 44 minutes and 13 seconds.
That's crazy, bro.
That's literally our longest one.
Oh yeah.
How long is the longest one before this been?
Hour and a half?
Like hour and a half,
Hour and 40 minutes.
hour and 40.
So we're over the last one by about an hour, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
knew it was going to be a good one before we started. And
Did you? This got a crush on me.
I seen his eyes
He said,
twinkle
when
a little
he
bit.
said, I knew it was gonna be a good one whenever before you even started. I just looked at you. I looked deep into them big eyes, girl. Then I had a bite of that cookie you brought me. It was a wrap. Yeah, it's
Bite of
game
that
over.
cookie.
I'm his celebrity crush.
Yeah.
He's gonna smell your microphone when you leave.
Or my seat.
Can I take this
or
home?
my
Oh,
seat.
your
Or my
seat.
seat.
Can I take this home?
He's gonna sleep there with no pillow tonight.
Yeah. Mama E.
Golly.
Oh, Mama E.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah, it was great, man. I had a great time. Can't wait to do it again. I think we should plan something super fun, exciting. The food truck thing for sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So
Yeah.
we'll,
Let's
we'll
do
chop it
something.
up.
Maybe I could co-host.
Yeah, absolutely.
I won't talk as much though. I'll just ask questions. You know.
Yeah.
We need to get some people in here to be like real too, like talk.
Yeah.
We ask real raw questions. You know.
Yeah.
Questions. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I definitely want to co-host, man.
Yeah,
I like the whole setup. It's legit,
Yeah.
man.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's
the
make it
whole
do
the
it.
whole visiting food trucks and everything. Like,
Bruh.
let's make it. Let's make something happen. But my mind right now, I want to do like TV shows. You know, like I would love to do legit stuff, legit production, legit whatever we can.
Like,
put
what do you
our
mean a
hands
TV
on.
show?
Like it's like, well, you know, if you see like the reality TV
Like
shows,
Mama E in the Streets?
that's it right there. That's the name right there.
Yeah.
Mama E in the Streets. But you know, you got live production, you got the lighting, you got, you know, it's set up like a genuine TV show.
Yeah.
It's the reality TV shows. It's just real raw. That's what it is, and that's what's in my mind, and I feel like that's what's in my heart. What I want to do these next projects, you know. And we got a good point. Like you know, Chandler's been a real huge blessing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
helping on editing, keeping things afloat, and everything.
Yeah,
and
that's good.
it creates that extra room.
Yeah.
To focus on what what the heart desires, and that's what
Yeah.
it is. TV shows. I would love to shoot movies. You know, that's at a later time, but right now,
Yeah.
that's what we want to do.
Well, this is giving you prepped up, just like I told you. Like, who would ever thought I was going to run a church food truck to learn to run my own? So this is actually just getting you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is
more like you're getting more experience.
Yeah.
You're
exactly.
learning, he's learning, y'all learn how to work together. So then whenever that does come, it's going to be like, bah, bah, bah. It's going to be like legit, you know?
Yeah. Everything's in motion,
Yeah.
just running
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
What's up?
I was saying like a well-oiled machine.
Well-oiled
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah, that's
Everything,
good.
all the gears
That's
are
really
running
good.
with each other.
That's really good, man. And Ricky, you're next. What's your next move? Or you don't want to talk about it?
My next move. Oh, we got we're planning on shooting
On
you
the
know,
snap?
God's willing, a documentary on this 50-mile run that I'm gonna do here in October. But we'll get into that. I got to get into that on another
hold on,
episode.
wait,
I got to
wait.
get into that with my boy Tyler because
But are you doing 50 miles?
50 miles.
50 miles.
So
You're going to run 50 miles?
we're gonna run 50 miles.
Who's Tyler? The other guy that has a crush on me? The other one that you brought to my
All
house?
my friends got a crush on you.
All of them. That's crazy. 50 miles. You're going to do
Bro.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy.
When are you running 50 miles?
October 4th,
What's today?
So, no, it's not. It's August.
22nd?
August 23rd,
What's the longest you've ever ran?
31.
Wow.
That's further than Lovington, bro.
I know.
It's like Lovington and back.
Ain't no
didn't you run the
way.
Levington?
I ran to Levington before.
He's ran the Levington.
Ain't no way.
I should have ran the other way because you don't want to get to Levington.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I see you, bro.
I got.
And I'm looking forward to that one too.
That's something that you're gonna go with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
We're gonna
whole.
create the,
Don't tell me everything because
Yeah,
I'm excited
you
to
gotta,
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're gonna keep that one under wraps, but we got some cooking.
Yeah.
We got some
To
cooking.
run 30 miles or 50. Where do you even go to run 30 miles? Like, was it in town?
No, this was a race.
Oh, okay. I was like, can't even, like that doesn't even cover Hobbs.
No.
Like
For
4
real.
times, dude.
Yeah, it was a race.
No, make no sense.
That was beautiful though. Yeah, so we are working on that, and yeah, just big projects, you know. So I'm looking forward to all of us working on something, and that's the
I
next
wanna
bigger
interview
project.
some people. I mean, I want to get some other people in here.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What if we got some of my old hoes in here? Just kidding. It was great. The vibe was great.
beautiful? It was very.
I'm gonna
very
stay here and
beautiful.
eat some more.
So am I.
And
I think that's.
it was cool, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was
Yeah,
cool. How
thank
do you end? You can't even end something like this.
Yeah, it's hard.
so
to.
cool.
It's hard
It
to
was
end
so
it
cool.
because he just wanted to keep going.
Yeah, it's just so cool. But we got to end it because
Yeah.
it's only 4 hours in, bro. Come on.
So right now, again, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you stayed this whole episode, it means a lot to all of us. You know, you just heard the story. Whatever comments you have, leave them below. Feel free to share this with your people. If this spoke to you, leave a comment on why and how this spoke to you. You know, it's good to hear back, and that's what we want to do. We want to hear back. We want to get the feedback. And again, Mama E, thank you so much for coming over here, giving us your time. Ricky, I appreciate you, bro. You know,
Yes,
a lot
sir,
of these
bro.
episodes, it would not have happened if it wasn't for you.
Appreciate you.
And
bro.
I'm just looking forward to everything that is in front of us.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Again, y'all, thank y'all so much. And for the viewers, have a blessed night. And just take care of yourself and take care of your fams.
We're out of here. God bless.
See y'all later.
Peace.
Golly, bros. My ears are sweating.